up over there in Dubai with Jake Ward hosting. So it's going to be not long now until we are underway. So I'm looking forward to spending a good few hours with you guys as we go through what is a pretty epic card later on tonight. So King of the Table 10, not far away. Let us know how you're doing as we start to get people coming in from the chat. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. For me, it's a good morning. It's 3:30 a.m. for me at the moment. So, but wherever you are in the world, hope you are having a good time settling in, ready for King of the Table 10. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done one of these lives. I'm going to be going through all of the matches with you guys. We're going to be doing live commentary for the event, and it should be pretty damn awesome. We got a lot of matches to go through. And Lachlan Adair, he's one of those matches that I'm most looking forward to. He's going to be taking on the mighty Georgian David. So that one is coming up as well. But we got a big card. We got Vitaly the Latin and Dave Chafee, obviously, as the main event. Reno Masic, Bacho Saganashvili, Matt Mast, Derek Smith, Tobias Sparong, Wagner Bortolato, Lachlan Adair, David Arabuli, Auden Larratt up against Etienne White. And the show will kick off with Raymond Jalapins v. Rob Carsten Dyke as well. But guys, good to see everybody in there. There's Tall Paul Hutchins. Hey, what's going on, Lucha? Good to see you guys. 44 people are already here in the chat. It's going to be awesome. Let's have a look. I think I did a poll as well on this. Let me just bring up the polls just so I can make sure we get that. Give me 2 seconds, but I hope everybody is doing well. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream, but hey, here we are. We're going to have a good time tonight, I am sure. Let me just find my poll. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I did ask a poll. Don't tell me the poll's disappeared. Looks like it's disappeared. That's all right. We can just ask another one, can't we? We can put a poll up. Match of the night. What's going to be match of the night is what I want to know. Match of the night. Let me know who you are most looking forward to. Is it Dave v. Vitaly? Is it Reno v. Bacho? Oh, we got to spell Reno, right? What else we got? We got, is it Auden v. the Whisperer? I got to put Lachlan down there. V. David. Oh, that won't let me put any more options. I'm going to start that poll there. Let me know, guys, who is going to be match of the night in your opinion. I think there's a bunch of matches that could be really, really, really close. There's a bunch of matches that I'm most interested in, and the first votes come in on Reno versus Bacho. That is a super interesting match. Reno's a stud. Bacho, I mean, he's coming from the Saganashvili line, and he's looking massive. So he's a stud always. It's going to be very, very solid. It's going to be absolutely solid. It's going to be amazing. Pixel Dragon reckons it's going to be amazing. I'm with you, Pixel Dragon. This will be an amazing card. I hope Lachlan Adair, obviously we've got a bit of a bias towards Lachlan Adair. I hope he does well tonight. He's my number one training partner and representing Australia really well. So good luck, Lachlan. And as you can see in the countdown screen there, in the bottom left of the screen for me, you can see it says 28 minutes and 32 seconds, guys. Just doing the housekeeping. That's where you need to head over to coresports.tv. That's where I've bought my pay-per-view. That's where you can buy your pay-per-view as well if you want to see the action live. I will just be doing the commentary, okay? So I'm not going to be showing the matches, just so you're aware. But I think everyone knows the drill by now. So head over there to Core Sports and get yourself a pay-per-view. But if not, you can stick here, or you can put them both up and you can watch them there. Watch it with us. Lachlan's looking really strong, says Lance Tyler Carroll. Yeah, he is. I mean, Lachlan is strong. He's not just looking strong. He is strong. But, looking at David Arabuli, I think that David and Lachlan really are similar. Like their height, their shoulder dimensions, their forearm dimensions, everything about those two guys, they look almost like carbon copies of each other. And I think that we could be in for a good match. We could be in for a really good match. Hey, good to see all of you guys in here. We got a lot of people. We got some people watching on Facebook, some people watching on Twitch. We got some people watching on Twitter. There's some people watching on TikTok. Wherever you are, hope you're doing well. Good to see everybody Do I think Chafee has a chance? Says Z Trot from Twitch. I think Chafee, of course, he has a chance. I think it's kind of crazy to think that Chafee doesn't have a chance. Arm wrestling is a sport where you don't just disappear. Now, even though Dave Chafee has had a bit of a bad run, he's talked about the hand injuries and all that sort of stuff. If you were watching the pre-show with Jake Ward, you would have seen that he is definitely affirmed that his hand is good. He actually injured his hand against Vitali back in October 2022, and it took quite some time to get over that. He's had some stem cell treatments, but he declares his hand is back. And if Dave Chafee's hand is in good shape, then we're in for a battle, because Dave is one of those long-standing guys who's genuinely a titan of the sport. And he's genuinely somebody who you just cannot, under any circumstances, write off. Now, Dave is so strong. He has a style that he's going to present himself with an opportunity against Vitali. I mean, he won it last time, and Vitali really did deplete in those later rounds of the match. His bicep was exposed. And the thing is, for Vitali, he only has that one weapon, that top roll. He doesn't really have a B game. He has to really just stick with that top roll. Dave, we know he's got side pressure. We know he's got the press now. The flop press off the go in the later rounds is very relevant. We've seen him training that. So I think that there's definitely an opportunity for Dave Chafee. I think if you're riding off Dave Chafee, you might get upset because he could come through. I think, look, based on form, Vitali deserves to be the favorite, but I'm definitely not riding off Dave Chafee. But great question, Z Trot. Thank you for asking that one. Good to see everybody else in here. Let's see some of the other comments. Hey, so Raj, good to see you, man. Lucha, he's in here. Thank you for your support. I have someone. Here we go. Interesting. Leah Robb in the Arm Wrestling Artist says, I have a concern that Orton will destroy ET, and I hope it is a battle. Look, that is an interesting subject. ET and Orton. Etienne Wait, of course, we're talking about the Whisperer when I say ET. I mean, it's physically, it's a very, very interesting matchup, isn't it? You've got Orton, who's incredibly tall, weighing in at 96 kilos, up against Etienne, who's not so incredibly tall, and weighing in at 78 kilos with shoes and jeans and everything on. It is a bit of a mismatch physically. And I do think that this is absolutely Orton's match to win. This is absolutely pressure on Orton. If he doesn't win this, it's not a good look for him. I'm expecting Orton to win this. He should dominate it. But I do know that Etienne is a strong arm wrestler. He's got a great hook, and his elbow is incredibly conditioned. If he can get it into that arm-on-arm position, there's a lane there. And I know how strong the Whisperer is, even though I've never pulled with him, because I know I have a little gauge here in Australia. A gentleman named Jamie Barrett. You've seen me pulling and training with Jamie. Jamie went 1-1 with the Whisperer in a tournament when he last went over to the United States, and Jamie's a stud. So Jamie's great. So if the Whisperer and Jamie went 1-1, it gives me a sense of, okay, that's where the Whisperer's at. So look, if that's the case, Whisperer's got something. You just got to get it to his lane. But it's definitely Orton's match to win. And I think that pressure is on him, because if he loses, it doesn't look good for him, being given the size difference. Hey, Thunderbird says, I was going to listen to Pradeep, but then I saw you going live. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's been a while, Thunderbird. Thank you so much. This has been a bread and butter of mine for a number of years, the commentary side, and it's been a while, but we're good to go tonight. We're going to have some fun. So we're only 23 minutes and 20 seconds away from the coverage kicking off. Hope you've got your pay-per-view from app.coresports.tv. But yeah, man, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Do I think Bacho is the underdog from Anil? I don't. I think Bacho is the favorite. The sense that I'm getting is that Bacho looks very calm, very confident, very sure about himself. Where Reno, to me, looks a little nervous. I think he's a little surprised at how big Bacho is. Bacho, of course, this is the heaviest he's ever been. They're both coming in at 110 kilos, which is normal for Reno. But for Bacho, he's really put the size on in a short amount of time. Getting up to this weight, I mean, if you saw them standing together at the face-off, Bacho's thickness through his arms, his forearms, his hands, his biceps, it looked really significant. and it looked bigger than Reno's. I mean, everything about Bacho's arms looked bigger than Reno's. I mean, and given just the caliber of Bacho, I mean, he is a Saganashvili, so he's got those genetics in him. And he's been incredibly dominant at WAF for 100 kilos. This time now, bumping up to 110. I think Bacho is the firm favorite tonight. And Reno, I think, fears the hand of Bacho. I think Reno is going to be shooting forward with that press. He's going to be looking to get that press in. But Bacho will know that that's coming. He'll have the counter already, which Bacho, for Bacho, is just a low hand top roll setup followed by a high hook, side pressure surge off the go. And I think Bacho is the favorite coming in tonight. Good stuff. All right. But yeah, thank you for that question, Anil. That is one of the matches of the night, no doubt. Reno and Bacho, both 19 years old. Absolute future of the sport, both of them. Whoever wins tonight, it will be impressive. Zetrod thinks that Vitali's going to need Levan's oxygen mask again. Yes, well, he did last time. He went out in the ambulance last time this match was there. I was there. I was in the room. I was actually commentating the match, and it was a absolute war. Both guys couldn't have dug deeper last time. So there's a good chance it goes there again. I mean, if it happened once before, it's pretty damn possible for it to happen again. So, yeah. All right. Okay, Lance. He wants to know, do you think the Whisperer has the skill to overcome Larrett's size? I don't know if he has enough skill. I think he knows very clearly what the weapons are that he needs to go to. He needs to get into a hook. He needs to get an elbow on elbow. He needs to bring the height of the match down. He knows he's the shorter man. He knows there's only one lane for him. So it's not so much skill. It's purely going to come down to, does he have the power and the strength to explode hard enough off the go to force Auden into that hook? That's really his only chance. It's pretty tricky. What else we got? Will I compete in East versus West or King of the Table in the future? Yeah, look, who knows? Look, my plan personally is to kick the door down of the arm wrestling ranks, and I'll do that with or without East versus West and King of the Table. If I get an invite, sure thing. If I don't, that's fine. I plan on kicking that door down. My next match is Ron Barth in less than 4 weeks. But thank you, Moy Drug. Look, like I said, I'm gonna kick the damn door down on the world ranks. Don't you worry. All right, in Dave we trust, says Manolo Sanchez. He's a Dave Chaffee fan, but who isn't a Dave Chaffee fan at this stage? Everyone loves Dave. Good stuff. All right, what else we got? Roy Baker says, I agree. I think he's talking about Bacho. I agree, but then again, seeing the head gains might change my mind. Yeah, look, Bacho's he's really put on the size quite significantly during this time. And it's hard to back against him. He's got the Saganashvili name. He's made some serious gains. We know he's lightning fast. I think that it's his match tonight. Reno is up against the wall. Jason Latona, how are you, brother? Off topic, how many times are you doing the arson lift a day? One lift, Jason. Literally just one lift. So if I hit it, cool. If I don't, you'll see it. I just haven't failed on it yet. So I've been able to post, but I will post it if I suck at it too. So today I will be hitting yesterday I did 48.5 kilos. So today should be 49.25 kilos. I will attempt. After I've done this video, I'll probably head straight out there and have a go at the lift and keep it going. I want to get it up to that 55 kilos. But yeah, man, just a single lift it will be for me each day on that one. Good to see you though, Jason. Hope you are doing well. What else we got? Michael, good to see you, brother. He says, hello, Ryan, buddy from Vancouver Island. Thanks for the live commentary. This is how I found arm wrestling 5 years ago. Hello to the family from mine. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been doing this one for a while. And yeah, I think 11 years on the YouTube channel now in total. But the live commentary has always been good fun. So thank you so much. I'm glad. That's awesome that it's how you discovered it 5 years ago. Hope your family is doing well also, brother. And yeah, kicking ass and everything arm wrestling. Good stuff. Okay, so the Whisperer has posted a shot of him stonewalling Auden in a hook. There's some interesting propaganda, isn't it? Was it Was it solid? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that video. But I do agree that that is the lane. We know that he's got to get into that hook. Auden is a big, tall, hand control based guy. I mean, he's cut from the same mold of his father. But when he's up against someone like the Whisperer, who is shorter than him, the Whisperer spends, if you think about all of the social media of arm wrestling that he has done over the last few years, the way he loves to stop someone defensively, it's in a hook. He stops them in a hook, starts having a chat to them, and then starts bringing them back over towards center and starts getting them to realize that the match is pretty much over. So I would say that, yeah, Auden Larrett doesn't want to go anywhere near the Whisperer's hook. And if he does go there, he could be potentially in trouble. That is the one lane where I'm convinced that the Whisperer has it, is in a deep hook. I think the Whisperer has the elbow integrity and the side pressure integrity to get that job done. Hey, I just realized we've got 123 people watching on TikTok. Quick shout out to you guys as well. I hope you are having a good time. We'll be live with King of the Table in 16 minutes and 7 seconds is when the coverage starts. So make sure if you want to watch it with me, you grab your pay-per-view and head to coresports.tv in order to grab that. But yeah, the GOAT, if it goes to the hook, yes, I do agree with you. I think that particularly in round one, if it goes to the hook in round one, I'm seeing the Whisperer 100% get the job done. But look, in the later rounds, if Auden, who, don't get me wrong, I think Auden is the favorite to win this match. If Auden is in control early on in the match and he gets himself into a position where he's really just exposed the hand of the Whisperer, then look for Auden to put on a show. Look, Auden won't just look for a quick flash pin. Auden will realize the opportunity he's got. And if anything that he will have learned from his father, it will be to tell a glorious story. Think about the way Devin pulls. Devin never just wins for winning's sake. He doesn't just put the sword to someone. He talks to them. He gets inside with them, and he starts putting on a show. It's part of the reason why Devin has become such a popular arm wrestler. Is he understands that it's more than just winning and losing. It's putting on a show in the process. So I expect Auden to do the same thing. If he gets control of the Whisperer, he will start to put on a show, and he'll come inside with him towards the end of the rounds, and start encouraging the Whisperer to show me that hook that you've got. But the Whisperer would be too gassed by then. So I think that Auden has that potential to come inside in the later rounds. But early rounds, no way I think he will go. Z-Trot says the Whisperer only looks strong when he's pulling non-arm wrestlers. That we'll find out tonight. Look, like I said, I have the measure. I know that the Whisperer and Jamie Barrett, young Jamie Barrett from Australia, went 1-1 in a tournament. And Jamie's a stud. So I've got to give respect to the Whisperer. I know how strong Jamie is, so I know how strong the Whisperer must feel. I get respect for the Whisperer. I definitely think he is stud. But he does pull a lot of non-arm wrestlers. This is how he's kind of got famous. But he's definitely got the real deal as well. But as you said, he is giving up 40 pounds. Manolo Sanchez agrees. Giving up 40 pounds to Auden Larrett. That is a big factor. That's why the pressure's on Auden, if you're asking me. I think it's his match to win and his match to lose. All righty, let's have a look at what else is going on in the comment section. We got Let's Go Bacho from T, one of the Georgian fans. Okay, shout out from Warlock TV, Warlock Arm Wrestling TV from Canada. Go Blue Dragon, go. Thank you, Mark Wright. I appreciate the love and the support, man. Good stuff. Number one in Florida here, Rev Kramer. Thank you, Rev, for the support. And Dave, we trust. Good stuff. Falsio. Okay. Matt Mask and Derek Smith. There's an interesting match as well. How mad is Matt Mask going to be at Derek Smith? You know, watching those two guys in the press conference. I gotta say it. Derek came out with a bit of a show. And Matt Mask looked right through him. He tore through him with his eyes. Matt Mask means business. That's what I saw. I saw a nervous Derek, and I saw a very strong intent from Matt Mask. I saw Matt Mask be like, I ain't mucking around here, Derek. I'm gonna rip your hand apart, and I'm not gonna have any mercy at all. I saw a very fired up look in the eyes of Matt Mask. And if you're a Derek Smith fan, that's got to worry you, because Derek is the bigger guy. He's 6'8" tall, Derek Smith. Genuinely one of the biggest, if not the biggest, professional arm wrestler in the world. Derek Smith at 6'8", and I think he said he was 348 pounds or something like that. He broke the scale when he got on there at weigh-in. He looked a little nervous. I'm sorry, I love you, Derek, but he didn't have the answers. He didn't have the sharp wit to fly back at it with Matt Mask. And Matt Mask was, like I said, his eyes looked like daggers going through the soul of Derek Smith. So Derek Smith, I think he's a little nervous. He certainly has the physicality to get the job done against Matt Mask, but Matt Mask is no small human himself. I think he's 6'5" tall, explosive top roll, and we know he's got an enormous hand. I was actually looking at their biomechanical matchups during the press conference, and Matt Mask's hand is bigger than Derek's lengthwise, from wrist through to fingertip. I saw an enormously long hand with Matt Mask. I expect him to hit that low hand top roll. Yeah, Valley. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? We start in 20 minutes. We're down to 11 minutes and 8 seconds now. It's getting close, guys. So grab that pay-per-view if you want to watch it live with us. Otherwise, you can hang here and hear the commentary from myself. Good stuff, though, from Valley. He's just got home from the court. He's been hitting the tennis court. Valley, good stuff, mate. I have a soft spot for tennis as well. Tall Paul Hutchins says, "Yeah, I was thinking Reno the whole time after the press conference, seeing Barcho. Yeah, man, that's the vibe too. I thought Reno coming in as the bigger man and originally would have that edge with that lightning shoulder press that he's got, but again, we could see and sense a very similar vibe as we did with Derek Smith and Matt Mask between Reno and Barcho. I think Reno's nervous. I think Reno's seen the size of Barcho and just like, oh my goodness, what am I dealing with here? What's going on? So, yeah, crazy stuff there potentially for Reno. Could be. Look, it is a match where I think flash pins are on. I don't see huge amount of wars. I know Reno is happy for it to get dug down in a war. He would love for it to go arm on arm. But I think we're going to see explosive arm wrestling one way or the other. And the longer or the closer we get to this match, the more my gut feel says Barcho is going to be doing the flash pinning here tonight. But Reno, absolutely, he's a caliber. I mean, you look at the training that Reno does. His back pressure. I've seen him time and time again lifting 70 kilos on his cable pulling machine. The dude's got back pressure, but he really fears the hand of Barcho. So much so that Reno's just going to come out pressing. He's not even going to try to top roll. But look, if Barcho's hand control is so good that it doesn't matter that Reno's trying to press, then yeah, that's a scary thing. But anyway, I feel like it is Barcho's match tonight to win or lose. It's going to be him that is dictating what's going on. Hey, Ramalix, that's a really nice comment. Thank you for the support. He says, from an entertainment point of view, arm wrestling felt empty without you. Glad you're back. Thank you very much, Ramalix. I just needed a break from the sport in respect to the commentary side of things, all the dramas and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to try this comeback for me in the commentary sense. I'm going to try to just keep it based on arm wrestling, keep it based on either commentating matches like this, moments like this, talking technical analysis, that sort of stuff. We're going to steer clear of drama and politics and all that sort of stuff. But thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. Mo Hunter says something similar. Glad you're doing this. Enjoy the commentary more than those doing the live feed, watching the pay-per-view and listening here. Awesome stuff. I can't wait to rip in. We're only 8 minutes and 19 seconds away from the pay-per-view stream kicking off. So, yeah, I will be giving you an audio commentary of the whole event tonight, and I look forward to doing it. Welcome back. Good to see you, says Doodles. Thank you, Doodles. Good stuff. How am I progressing so quickly on that exercise? That's a good question, viewing. I think a lot of the time, because 5 days ago when I did the lift for the very, very first time, it was exactly that. The first time I'd ever lifted it. So you get a lot of neurological efficiencies in any movement when you first start it. You iron out the kinks and you increase dramatically straight away. So I don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm getting stronger. I think I'm just getting better at lifting that weight at the moment. So yeah, I started with, I was really redlining at 40 kilos and 45 was super ugly and messy. We're now up to 48.5, pretty damn clean. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. I want to get to that 55 kilos before I hit Ron on March 23rd. But thank you, Mewing. Good stuff. All right, what else we got going on in the chat? I'm taking down my exit. What's going on here? From Leah Rob, the arm wrestling artist, says, I'm taking down my exhibition, my beloved addict, while listening to the commentary. Thanks for getting back behind the mic. On you, Leah. Rob, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Anthony says, I thought Derek was doing the Whisper arm wrestling coaching as well. That might give him some more benefit. There you go. I didn't know they were working together, those two. Good stuff if they are. Derek's been arm wrestling forever. He's been arm wrestling for about 13, 14 years. He's one of those guys that I call him like a slow burn. Like Derek's so good at arm wrestling, but he hasn't made it yet. You know, he's just cracked. He hasn't cracked into that top tier elite level yet. He's got all of the promise in the world with that frame and that size. His time in the sport, all of those conditions there. It's just like, oh, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? He's getting closer. He inches closer with every year. And if he gets the victory over Matt Mask, that is another inch closer for Derek. I'm a big fan of him. Good stuff. Hey, Aussie arm wrestler, he says, have a great call, Ryan. Ready, bang. Good on you, brother. Aussie arm wrestler, of course, over there. emceeing the event in Dubai, King of the Table 10. Thank you so much for the support, Aussie arm wrestler. You're a legend. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to him, go give Jake Ward, not Jake Wall, combining James Wall and Jake Ward together there. Go give Jake a subscribe for me. Simon's listening from Perth. On you, Simon. Must be right in the middle of the night for you. It's 4 a.m. for me almost. So for Perth, it must be about 1 a.m. or something like that. Kazzy says Derek's going to kill him. There you go. Some confidence. Good stuff, Kazzy. Hey, I just realized I haven't checked in on the poll. The poll, after 336 votes from you guys, it's pretty split there. Dave versus Vitali, 32%. Reno versus Bacho, 33%. Auden versus the Whisper, 25%. Lachlan versus David, 10%. There we go. Interesting stuff. Very good. Reno versus Bacho, the match of the night. Now, given that we're close, guys, we're 5 minutes away, and the first match is going to be Raymond Leibens v. Rob Carstendike. I want to ask you guys straight away, who is taking this one? Let's talk about the first match. Who is taking this one? Let me just type it up for you. Coach Ray or Robbie K? I don't think I can spell Carstendike without looking at it, so I'm not going to try. Start the poll. All right, guys, the first impression on that poll, let me know. Let's see what comes through. The first impression. All right, Coach Ray straight away coming through as the favorite. 76% of you so far saying Coach Ray will take this one over Robbie Carstendike. Yeah, you know, like I haven't pulled Robbie Carstendike. I haven't, but I have met him. I have met him back in 2018, I think it was. I did a tour of the USA with Travis Bajan. I had a match down there in Louisiana, and Robbie Carstendike was pulling that tournament. So, yeah, he looked pretty strong then, and he looks strong now. I've seen him stonewalling the Whisperer. I think he offered the Whisperer $100,000 if he could pin him, and yeah, he couldn't. So, Robbie Carstendike can stonewall the Whisperer. That's all I know. But he has beaten as well Frodo Hoagland at Arm Wars. So that gives you some indications. And look, Frodo's a stud. Frodo and Ray have gone back and forth in the past. So it's interesting one. Interesting one. What's going on? All right, let's have a look. Through your comments. Guys, we have 4 minutes till the coverage is going to start, or 3 minutes till the coverage is due to start. Do head over to app.coresports if you want to see that coverage. It's going to be kicking off very, very soon. Guys, hello to you on TikTok that are watching down there from my phone, which is live as well. Hope you have a good night. Head to coresports.tv to grab yourself the paper if you want to watch this. I'm going to give you live commentary. We're all going to get it happening. But yeah, that is the place to go. That's when the event starts. Direxis is wondering, when is the event starting? It's very, very soon, in just a couple of minutes, Direxis. I'm going to quickly go through your comments right now. If there's anything there, I will try to to feature it throughout the night. Any super chats that are sent through, I'll definitely try to feature as well, guys. But I do apologize if I missed your comments. Once the action starts, I'll be focusing on that with the commentary, and we'll I'll come back after that with matches and all sort of stuff and go through your comments again. But just wanted to apologize in advance if I do miss any of your comments. AI Smith says Derek needs to commit like the Europeans, but it's hard when you have a normal job. Yeah, look, Derek, he's been arm wrestling a long time. He has. He's there, but is his heart all the way in? I don't know. All I know is I love Derek, and he's a big friendly giant. 6'8" and 350 pounds, or whatever. Sarah Lightning Latano. Hey, not my monkey. They're chatting away. Good to see you too, Sarah. Crushing everything. You and Jason, good stuff. Thank you for the support. And Tall Paul there straight away says, "Uh-oh, there's trouble, Mr. Sarah." Oh, good stuff. Hey, Twisted Warrior, any tips on getting side pressure? Oh, it's in the 30 seconds I've got before the coverage starts. All I'd say is, look, don't hunt side pressure until you're conditioned to the sport. Just wait for it. It'll come. Once you're conditioned, then go for it. Ryan, in your opinion, who has the most potential to be world class in the future out of all of these competitors? Goodness me. Well, they're all pretty damn world class already. So in that respect, I mean, we got world champions in there if we're talking main event, but then we got people like Derek and Matt that have already been world class. The only people in there not world class yet is really Auden and the Whisperer. Those guys are emerging. So I don't know. Everyone else is already a stud. They're already a stud. So look, who's okay? Maybe putting it differently, out of everyone in the card tonight, who's going to improve the most relative to where they are right now? I think Auden Larratt, for sure, coming from that Larratt household. He's still got a long way to go, and the likelihood of him achieving it is pretty damn high. So I'd have to say Auden. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of talent in there. I mean, Reno and Barcho are still so young as well. Robbie's too strong, he reckons. Roy Baker. As 70, only 27% of people are backing you there. Okay. So we're at that point where the stream hasn't started yet. I'm going to hit refresh. Let's see if that comes through. All right. We should be very close to it. Okay. It does look like it is live now, guys. You'll see. I'm going to be getting rid of this little screen down the bottom left here of mine. So you won't be able to watch it, guys. You won't be able to watch it, but it is up now. There we go. It's up. I can see Jake Ward. So get rid of this one. You're seeing more. 354 of you guys. Thank you very much for joining us here so far. We're going to have a big night. King of the Table 10 is underway, as we can see right now. Let me just mute that so we don't get all that audio as well. But guys, we are set now for a King of the Table extravaganza, big night. First match is going to be with us very shortly. Robbie Carstendijk of the United States of America. He'll be facing the crowd popular Coach Ray from Latvia. Good stuff. All right, guys, my name is Ryan Bowen. Let me know if you've got any particular requests or anything throughout the night, but I'll be keeping an eye on the comments section. If you send any super chats, I'll make sure they get featured and all that sort of stuff in. But we are set to go for this King of the Table 10. Probably a good few 3 or 4 hours of solid arm wrestling action. Can't wait to call it for you. It's been a while since I've done this, so it's going to be fun. It is going to be a fun night as we wait for this first match to come out. Now, the difference between these two guys, it's interesting. Robbie Carstendijk really brings that, I would just say, that base level power. He's someone who's built through the chest and built through the shoulders, got a great bicep on him, where if there's anything that I'd say Coach Ray has better than Robbie Carstendijk, I would say it is in the hand control department. Coach Ray has a very broad hand. He has good control. And when you have good control, that means you can get your lats involved. And he coming from that sort of powerlifting pedigree, he does have a great drag pressure on him, Coach Ray. So I expect this match to be, for Coach Ray, putting the emphasis on that hand and wrist. And for Robbie Carstendijk, he's going to look to get this one arm on arm as quickly as he can. It's going to be a banger of an opening match. So far, 74% of people are backing Coach Ray to win it. And I don't disagree. I do think this is pressure on Coach Ray. I think it's his match to win or lose. and I think that the pressure's on him to perform. Robbie Carson like sort of has that freedom to just tee off and do what he wants essentially in this match. But the pressure is all on Coach Ray as we wait for. So far at the moment, we just got Jake Ward sitting there. I don't know what he's saying. I got him muted. Jake Ward. It's one of the rare times that I'll mute him in the world. The man can talk underwater. He's looking sharp tonight. I like that grey suit that he's wearing. The blue tie, the grey suit, the solid watch on. The hair is looking slick. He is going to be calling or the MC for the night. And as those, you can see the digital background of King of the Table. One of the things that I've always loved about King of the Table is the way that they have their athletes enter. It's always pretty damn cool. I'm looking forward to seeing a few matches. Oh, big Derek Smith, there he is. He's just turned up as well. He's having a chat with Jake Ward as they get the coverage started. But look at the size of Derek Smith, 6'8", 350 pounds of him. He is a big human. He's got a smile on his face at the moment. I think that might be an indication of his mood. But if they pulled Matt Mask out here, who is going to be his opponent, I bet you there'd be no smile. Matt Mask is looking dangerous. Where Derek Smith, he's got that happy, big, friendly giant vibe going on. No matter how hard he tries to get tough and mean, Derek just stays lovely. So hopefully he can get through those nerves when he faces the wild horse Matt Mask, who is going to be in a killer mood for sure. Absolutely. What else we got? Joseph reckons that Auden just imitating his pops. If Auden loses, I hope he gets out of my face for a while. I'm tired of his imitation acts of his pops, just cringy. I'm sure Auden will find his own groove. In fact, if you missed, did you see Auden singing and playing the piano? I never knew he had that talent, but it was pretty much Auden Folds 5. He looked and sounded like Ben Folds 5 on the piano, and he'd written a whole song about the Whisperer. I got to give him credit for that, but it's always a blessing, but it's always a curse when you're coming in the shadows of someone like his father Devon, who's done so much in the sport and such a fan favorite. I'm sure Auden will carve his own path, but he's already got his fans and his haters. Old Auden, who lives more, Levan or Devon? Oh, that's a subject that we'll get deep into when East vs West in April comes up. But I think we all know that Levan lives more than everyone. But some good stuff coming up. They're still just going through. We've got the referees presenting the rules and all that sort of stuff at the moment. If you haven't already got your pay-per-view, head to app.coresports.tv, grab yourself the pay-per-view, and we will be underway with the first match very, very shortly. Yeah. Joseph, he did singing and playing piano. Did not see go. Yeah, it was on the Instagram, Core Sports Instagram. It's actually legit. Very impressive what he was able to pull off. I was like, my goodness. Okay, so yeah. All right, so it looks like the first match preview is on now. They're now showing the feature of Robbie Carstendike and Coach Ray. So yeah, so Robbie indicating that he could beat him either way, hook or top roll. Yeah, Coach Ray declaring that he's got more technical options than Robbie Carstendike. He feels like he's got more experience, more control. But you can just see the sheer bicep size on Robbie Carstendike from there, and just I think through his shoulders that he's a strong human. You can just see he's a strong human, particularly in that arm department. I think it's going to be a very, very tough day for Ray if it ends arm on arm. But Ray being the more hand-based arm wrestler, if he goes hook on hook, look for him to rotate rather than just bulldoze through the hook. He'll look to rotate. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first match is about to be called. The lights have dimmed in the stadium arena there at King of the Table 10. We're expecting Robbie Carson to go first. Let's see who is there. So it's going to be a good one. Match number one about to be on Core Sports TV for the pay-per-view. We've linked that in the description as well, so you can grab that one. Here we go. Match number one. Let's see the vibe of these two as they enter into the stadium. And as we suspected, it's Robbie Carson being called out first. Jake Ward announces him out emerging now. The silhouette of Robbie Carstendike in the smoke in the arena of King of the Table 10. Let's see what music he's coming out to. All right, he's still standing there at the moment. Oh, there we go. He's got like some. Oh, he's a country boy, old Robbie Castendog. Oh, there you go. I thought Robbie Castendog was going to come out to some fired up heavy metal, but no, he's coming out to some real lovely, peaceful sounding country music. There you go. Robbie Castendog, a country boy at heart. Obviously, there you go. As he makes his way into the arena now, the sparks are flying. Look, I got to say, Robbie looks a little nervous. If I had to, I'm cutting in and out. Let me just apologize to that, guys. Let me know what I'll do. Here we go. Hopefully that makes it better. Let me know if okay. So I won't do any audio with them. It was when I brought the audio in through them that it was no good. Hopefully that's let us know if that's better now. I do apologize for that. But Robbie Castendog has entered the arena. He's 29 years old. He's weighing 94.85 kilos. Bicep of 18 and a half inch bicep and 15.35 inches. Guys, keep me updated on the audio, guys. Let me know if it's been fixed. I do apologize for that. Still breaking up. Ugh. What about the timing of that, eh? We'll work on this, guys. Audio is cutting in and out. Okay, let me fix. How's that, guys? Any better now? Let me know if that is better. Oh, there we go. Someone says better. Jay McCallum says better. Perfect. Good stuff. All right. I think that is better. All right. All right. Okay, we're back now. It looks way better. Thank you guys for the feedback. I won't do that again. What happened was I brought in the audio from the from the coverage, just the taste of it. As an American, that song embarrasses me, says Brandon Ballard. There you go. As the Coach Ray is now entering the arena. Coach Ray looking more composed out of the two, I must say. But he looks more at home in this arena. He's talking talking to the crowd, got a big smile on his face. He's been there before. He understands the pressure of this situation. He is somebody that is ready to go. It's 34 years of age, weighing in at 89.6 kilos, so 5 kilos lighter than Robbie Castendog, bicep of only 15.75 inches, forearm of 16.54. So the bigger forearm, but the smaller bicep in this matchup. Like we said, it's going to be hand control based arm wrestling from Coach Ray up against the bicep of Robbie. All right, here we go. Round number one. These guys are gripping hands now at the table. Let's have a look. You can see straight away. So it is pretty much a neutral grip so far from both. Robbie Castendijk with that foot propped up. He's going to look for side pressure and just try to set the hook straight away. Coach Ray looking composed with a slightly better knuckle height at the moment, just jostling for position, just settling at the table. Both guys look fairly calm. Robbie Castendijk's knuckles are not as high as Ray. That shows to me that the hand-based loading pressure from Coach Ray is already starting to exert itself. Now, round one's going to be very, very interesting. Coach Ray testing there for a top roll before the go. A little on his face too. You could see that he was somebody that was happy then before the go. Little smirk. He tested the hand of Robbie, and Robbie's wrist did look like it was going to go back. Robbie, does he have a flop slip in him? He might need to get the straps. That looks like Robbie with the foot pressed up is going to shoot for the hook, but no, he top rolls as well. The wrist does go backwards on Robbie, but it is off to the straps. Calm and composed so far from Coach Ray. You can see looking very calm. Robbie, on the other hand, is searching. They're still searching for that opportunity, shaking that dust off the boots, so to speak, and getting ready for a war. Now, there's a stern but calm look on the face of Raymond Jalipens, who is he just gave the shh symbol out to someone in the crowd. Who knows what going on? But Robbie Castendijk at the moment, okay, he's going to try to set this hook. Watch for this. He wants to get an arm on arm, I'm sure. But he's loading up actually with a straight and high wrist. So he's really coming off the bicep loaded static strength to try to get this arm on arm. Coach Ray going to try to keep it about his hand as much as he can. Round one in the straps. Referee's just straightening them out. Here we go. And there it is, into the hook. And Robbie Castendijk just buries Coach Ray. Wow, 1-0 straight through. Look, Raymond Jalipens went into that hook voluntarily. He tested that out, and it wasn't even close. Robbie Castendijk has just pulled through Coach Ray like he wasn't there. There you go. Round number one going straight to the American. Robbie Castendijk, far too strong. Went wrist on wrist and hook on hook. So we get to see an adjustment straight away from Coach Ray. We're going to, as the replay shows there, it was actually Coach Ray who shot forward and set the hook, but the pronator of Robbie Castendijk was not affected at all, and he just leant in on that bicep and the side pressure and just pulled straight through to the pad. So great start there from Robbie Castendijk. Very, very impressive arm strength there. As we said, he does have the arm. Coach Ray backed himself there to get hook on hook and out rotating. But now it's very clear that Coach Ray is going to have to top roll tonight. If he is going to get back into this match, it's going to have to be in the form of a top roll because Robbie Castendijk's arm is too strong for Coach Ray. 1-0. But at the moment, look, reading the room right now, Robbie looks obviously happy with that. He's calm. He didn't fire up and go crazy there. He's keeping composed. He knows there's a job still to be done. Coach Ray, very similar. He doesn't actually look worried yet. He doesn't look like he's lost any composure or hope yet. He's just realizing, okay, we got to change tactics, and that he's doing as they set up now for round number 2. It is Robbie with a lower grip now, and Coach Ray definitely with that higher knuckle grip. You're going to look for Coach Ray to bust back the wrist of Robbie Castendijk. Will Robbie look for the slip once again? Let's see. The referee sitting now, straightening wrists and getting shoulders squared. Here we go. Round 2, there's the start, and they are off to the straps again. No problems with getting to the straps for either guy. No one's really tried to hold on yet either outside of the straps. So it would be interesting to see if that does occur throughout the night. But so far, they are getting strapped up once again. This time, the buckle side is on Robbie's hand. So slight advantage there, or slight assistance towards Coach Ray. But again, Robbie Castendijk, last time they got tied together, it was one-way traffic. So let's see. Let's see how that goes. Coach Ray with that lower hand grip this time. So rather than knuckles up, he's gone for the low hand. I expect him to try to drag and keep the wrist of Robbie Castendijk flat. Can he get this top roll away? Otherwise, it is going to be a quick night for Robbie Castendijk. Round number 2, here we go. This, of course, 6-round matches here at King of the Table. So we can expect this match to go all the way to 6. But okay, here we go. Different setup there from Coach Ray. You can see him loading that shoulder forward as he's going to use that as a grounding board to explode into a top roll. Here he goes. Robbie Castendijk's going to look to try to set the hook again. You can see that wrist of Coach Ray. He's ready to dump it into a Giannis Hamlin style. And there we go. He's kept the wrist flat. He's got hand control. Robbie Castendijk in trouble now. Coach Ray looking around the room, smiling as he's got complete control of the hand and wrist of Robbie Castendijk, who's going side pressure now. He's giving up his wrist and he's considering the flop press. But Coach Ray almost backfires. Look, something very interesting just happened. Coach Ray 1-all. But Coach Ray was in complete and utter control of the hand and wrist of Robbie Castendijk. He was smiling. He was laughing. He was looking around the room like this is easy. And then he went to pin Robbie, and he decided to actually curl his wrist and pin him with a hook. He actually came back into the hook very momentarily and went to go sideways. And Robbie Castendijk, even though he was out of position, got a stop and almost got back into the match. So very careful does Ray Leipens need to be, because he cannot go hook on hook with Robbie. Robbie's arm is too strong. But it was very clear then that when setting for the top roll that Raymond Leipens had complete control of the hand and wrist. There we go. Ray was posing. Yeah, absolutely. Ray was posing Roy Baker. He was definitely posing then, but it almost backfired. Now, look, one apiece right now. We still know that if this goes arm on arm, it's Robbie who is the stronger man. But the the hand control. The hand control from Coach Ray when he makes it about that wrist is interesting. Hey, Matt Rhodes Sport, thank you very much. Matt Rhodes, good job, Ryan. I appreciate the support, brother. Thank you very much, Matt Rhodes, one of the legends who's brought us so many matches in the arm wrestling world, just here at King of the Table as well. So thank you, Matt Rhodes, for all you do, brother. Good stuff. Appreciate the support. Keep an eye on Matt Rhodes' channel, guys. If you haven't subbed to that one, do so, because there's a lot of good stuff that comes out in Matt Rhodes' channel. Awesome, not just in the arm wrestling world, but the strongman world as well. All right, round number 3 coming up now. It is one apiece, Robbie Castendijk and Coach Ray. Let's see if I'm Robbie right now, I'm looking to potentially force this arm on arm outside of straps. Just test the water to see if that'll happen. But Coach Ray, of course, with the hand control, is the more dangerous man in this situation. But if Robbie can get it arm on arm, it'll be interesting. But it does look like his wrist is ready to fold already as they are inching closer towards the go. It's Robbie Castendijk looking like he's going to potentially flop slip. I don't know. Here we go. And it has gone arm on arm. There we go. There's a pin from Coach Ray. Like great containment. So as actually Robbie Carstendike got to go, tried the top roll and get away, but Coach Ray held on to him, and then Robbie committed to the hook out of straps. And as he made that commitment to the hook, the side pressure from Coach Ray came through and took advantage of that opportunity. Sorry, and awesome stuff. Is Ryan's stream quality bad, or is anyone else? I do if the stream quality is bad, guys. My stream quality, in terms of the actual king of the table, is looking fantastic. It's no worries at all. Hopefully, this YouTube stream quality is good as well. But anyway, if the voice is a little delayed, just hit pause on your coverage just for a moment, and then it will come through. But yes, Ray is looking very confident at the moment at 2-1. He's in cruise control. Robbie Carstendike got that first round, but it was because Ray went into Robbie's power. He voluntarily hooked in the straps right into Robbie's power, and Robbie just pulled straight through Ray. Ray didn't look like he was worrying at all, but he does look incredibly confident now, and you can see that he does look completely at home, as Robbie Carstendike is going to have to find a way back into this match. If I'm in Robbie's corner right now, I'm telling Robbie that, look, he needs to load up, trust his bicep as much as he can, and get it into the straps, into that hook. That's the one lane, but look, we know where that lane is for Robbie, but Coach Ray in round 2 was a master at just denying that. So he's not going to let it get there easily unless Ray wants to play a little. But Ray up 2-1 at the moment, does need to get to 4 in order to secure the victory. So 2-1 at the moment as we head into round number 4 for the start. Referee's getting them wrist straight. You can see Robbie is going to look for the slip here. Coach Ray now in complete control of the high ground. And he does force the hook outside of straps. Coach Ray now letting Robbie go as hard as he can in his power. Coach Ray is currently in a defensive hook holding. He's got the sufficient stops. Robbie trying to get his shoulder behind to a press, but Coach Ray at the moment holding strong composure in that defensive hook. He's starting to wear Robbie out. Robbie's starting to retreat and starting to shake his head. His hand is starting to go. Coach Ray is looking in control. Side pressure now from Coach Ray, but there is defense from Robbie. There's a bicep stop there, but there is the pin. Well, they haven't called it. There's the pin. All right. Coach Ray, ladies and gentlemen, taking his third victory there, 3-1. You can see there more smiles from Ray Lipens as he gets that victory. It does look like he is solid tonight. Coach Ray. 3-1. Little bit of glimmers of hope there from Robbie Carstendike as he did get some defensive stops, but you can see it's just too much control from Coach Ray. The hand and wrist department is all wrapped up, and Robbie just can't get that strength, that power fully connected. And a lot of arm wrestling is about getting connected to your hand and wrist. I do apologize. I'm seeing a few people say that the audio is suffering. I do apologize for that. I'm not sure how I can fix it for you. Everything else has been smooth so far. But guys, we are 3-1 up Coach Ray at the moment over Robbie Carstendike. In between matches, I'll have a crack at seeing we can fix the audio. But ladies and gentlemen, 3-1 so far with 1 round needed more for Coach Ray to secure this victory. We'll see if he can get that one. Or it's a long way back for Robbie Carstendike from here. It's a really long way back. It's not an easy task when you're down like this and your hand can't get into the match. That's the biggest problem. And when your hand can't get into the match, you are fighting an inefficient battle. You can't get full contact with your strength through your arm, which we know he has, but you can see that he is struggling at the moment, and it's Coach Ray who is up 3-1. All right, I'm just having a look now at the stream quality. I'm seeing if I can work out these settings, what's going on. I do apologize for the dodginess that's going on. Hopefully we can fix this up, whether it's my upload internet, not sure what's going on. But up next, we've got Auden Layt and Etienne Waite, I believe. But all right, round number 5. I think they're going voluntarily to the straps. It looks like Coach Ray has volunteered that one for him. Robbie hoping to let me just close a few things. Robbie hoping to get some purchase again, like he did in round 1, where he pulled straight through Coach Ray in the straps. Let's see if we get there again. So Coach Ray allowing that opportunity. He's wanting to give the crowd a show. He wants to get to that point where Robbie is in his power and it's a genuine war. But he's feeling that confident, Coach Ray, that he believes he can get the job done anywhere. The buckle is on the wrist of Coach Ray. So this is as good an opportunity as ever for Robbie Castendijk. Can he find some power? Here we go, round number 5. There's the start and a complete stonewall from Ray and an emotionless face on him. He is absolutely stonewalling him, and he takes the risk, but there is that defensive bicep from Robbie Castendijk that is keeping him alive. Coach Ray just surging one after the other at the moment. Robbie holding on, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The top roll pin, the victory is secured from Coach Ray. As Robbie says, he doesn't want to pull the final round. It is 4-1 victory there, Coach Ray, in a pretty comfortable match, and the referees have called it there as they congratulate each other. But Coach Ray, fantastic performance there, very dominant, and the victory is Mazahir Saidu there in his corner. Good old Mazahir, #1 arm wrestler in India. Good stuff. Fantastic. All right, guys, let me just see if I can fix a few things. Let me know how the audio stream quality is coming through for you. I'm just going to ask a quick poll as we end. Let's end this poll. 77% of you were right in respect to the winner on that one. So congratulations. Is my stream quality okay? Oh, I can't type. Quality. There we go. There we go. Is my stream quality okay? Let me know quickly, guys. I'll try to fix this one up at the moment. I'll close down a few things. Make sure we've got. All right, get rid of that. Oh, stream quality. 59% of you saying no. That's terrible. Okay, well, I do apologize for that, guys. I'll close down as many different things on my application. I'm not sure if it's the upload. The video behind the audio, 2 seconds, the image is 720p. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you very much, JJ, for that feedback. In terms of my coverage being behind the audio, guys, what you need to do is you have the ability to pause. Whichever one is ahead, just pause for 5 seconds or whatever it is. There we go. Someone's saying it's a lot better now. Good stuff. I have closed down a few different screens. So I've got, obviously my internet is rolling with the pay-per-view as well as the upload here. So I've closed a few other windows down. Hopefully that makes it better. But fantastic. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right, and that one. So we have our next match coming up very shortly. I believe if it's going by the list that King of the Table has put out on their Core Sports website, I believe the next match is Auden Larratt versus Etienne White. Now, if that is the case, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Let me just ask a poll about that one. Who takes this? Who takes it? I know who I think's going to win, but I hope it's close. All right, let me know. Let's see what the first impression poll is on this one, guys. Who takes this as match number 2 is shortly to get underway. First impression poll vote comes in at 72%. Auden Larratt. There we go. 80% Auden Larratt. Oh, no. Okay. It's Lachlan Adair next. End the poll. End the poll. Everybody end the poll. All right. We got a little bit excited. We got a little bit preview. Okay, so it's not going in the order that their website's listed it. So who takes it? Let's redo the poll. Lachlan Adair versus David Arabuli. That's what we got to ask. David Arabuli. Now, this is an interesting match to me. The reason it's interesting is, A, because it's one of my best mates pulling Lachlan Adair. But David Arabuli and Lachlan Adair they look like they're cut from the exact same stone. Like they're very, very similar size. Same height, very similar muscularity, very similar length forearm. I think that they both have great back pressure. They both have a great hook if needed. They have a whole heap of weapons that are very, very similar. I think this match is on a knife edge, and you guys agree. 51% Lachlan Adair, 49% David Arabuli in the votes. Wow. This one is going to be a close one, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for it. There's 453 of you guys are in the chat. I appreciate it, guys. I'm going to ask you all quickly, please do hit the like and share button. If you want to help me out, that is probably the number one thing you can do is hit the like button for me. Helps us pump it out in the algorithm. By the time we get to the main event, we are going to be cruising and getting plenty in here. So, guys, I appreciate all of you for being here. 52% so far, Lachlan Adair. There you go. Man, I'm excited. I was this is an interesting one. And David's last match that we saw was him beating Chance Shaw. Now, Chance Shaw, of course, a very different arm wrestler to that of Lachlan Adair. Chance Shaw, all about the back pressure top roll. Lachlan Adair, on the other hand, he's more of an inside puller that's trying to, don't get me wrong, he's got a top roll. He can certainly top roll me at the moment, but he's not known for that top roll. But interesting stuff. Of course, Lachlan pulled against Irakli Zarakashvili at King of the Table and didn't go so well, but he had a fantastic war with Krasimir Kostadinov, so we know Lachlan can hook. And here we go. Let's see, as Jake Ward calls them out to the arena, let's see who is the first man to emerge. Is it Lachlan Adair? Is it David Arabuli? Oh, it looks, coming from the shadows, it looks like Lachlan Adair. I think I can see a bald head. They look so similar, these two, stature-wise. Or is it David Arabuli? I can't tell now. Come out of the shadows, damn it. All the smoke in the way. It's David Arabuli. There you go. That's how similar they looked that I couldn't recognize whether it was Lachlan Adair coming out or not. Funny stuff. All right. Here we come. David Arabuli making his way to the center of the King of the Table 10 arena. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The Georgian team, this man coming from that caliber that trains in that Georgian camp. We know how solid the Georgian camp is. David is 27 years of age. He's 114 kilos. He has a 19.69-inch bicep and a 17.72-inch forearm. We're talking about stats. There's some pretty damn impressive stats. 6'2" tall. These guys really are built exactly the same. I'll be interested to see what Lachlan's stats are, but fantastic stats there on David Arabuli. Built like quality. All right, here we go. Let's see what the Anvil is bringing. What sort of energy? David walked out with a calm confidence. He looked strong. He looked stern. He was here for business. Now, here we go. Lachlan Adair, the next one to be called out. Let's see. Now, Lachlan's coming in at only 106 kilos, I believe. This one is the lighter version of Lachlan. He is intending on being faster in this match. He's previously competed as heavy as 115 kilos. The lighter, faster version of Lachlan Adair. Let's see what that brings now as he makes his way up now. A bit of a shake of the head. Looks calm. Looks in control of his emotions and thoughts. He's got that clean shaven head. That skull is looking thick. Again, here we go. The powerlifting style shake of the head there as he was through the sparks as they fly. Very similar energy levels from both Lachlan and David as they come out. These are two bulls going at each other here. Let's see if we get the stats up on the screen from Lachlan. Here we are, 34 years of age, 186 centimeters tall, 106.7 kilos, a 20-inch bicep, and a 16.9-inch forearm. So Lachlan edging out in the bicep department slightly, but slightly behind in the forearm department. So there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round number one. Here we go. Lachlan Adair, David Arabuli. Gripping up at the table. You can see Lachlan bullying for center at the moment. David Arabuli happy to leave his palm underneath as he rolls back up. Now, I'm expecting both these guys to test for the high ground. Who's going to get control of the hand and wrist? Lachlan Adair at the moment, David Arabuli, both looking pretty good. Arabuli getting to a position where he's high, slightly higher than Lachlan. Lachlan doing the Sandra status, look over the right shoulder position here, waiting for the referee to call go, and it's gone into the hook, and it is 1-0 Lachlan Adair. Boom! Oh, that looked good. You know, both guys set for the top roll. And it was very interesting. As they set for the top roll, neither of them ended up going into the top roll. I'd love to see the replay because it was a great hit there. It was David Arabuli actually went low, and Lachlan just said, okay, let's go with that. Rolls hard sideways and just roars in the face of David Arabuli. There you go. Big start from Lachlan Adair, the Aussie. Now, that'll be interesting to see whether David Arabuli wants to take it to straps now. But it was David Arabuli who made the intent of holding on to Lachlan Adair, and Lachlan Adair responded by just saying, let's go. Let's not slip. All right, you want to hold on? I'm just going to pull sideways. 1-0 Lachlan Adair. Now, this time you can see David Arabuli has already changed his tactic. He's propped the foot very high up. He's looking to set a deeper hook this time. He wants to get shoulder behind. very high knuckles up position from David Arabuli. Lachlan Adair going with the same tactic. He's going with that Sandra Sater style hit off the go. Here we go, round number 2. Arabuli testing for the top roll, smile on his face. He thinks he can take the wrist of Lachlan. Here we go. As Arabuli watching very closely, and there is the slip off to the straps. This time Arabuli not holding on to Lachlan Adair. He recognized that mistake. There you go. Wow, Lachlan. A few people in the chat already getting behind it. People surprised. Some people obviously were thinking that the Georgian team was going to do it, but no. Lachlan looking good so far, but we're early days. It should be a war, says Kevin. I agree. This one has all the hallmarks of it going into a war. Now that they are being strapped up, let's see what the strategy, the wrist angles are during this strap up. Right now, Arabuli is looking very closely at the eyes of Lachlan, which tells me he still believes that he has the ability to win this match. He's not running or searching. Emotionally, David Arabuli is right there. Lachlan Adair looking at the hands as the referee is getting upset. Arabuli looking like he has a point to prove still. Arabuli has the good side of the strap, Lachlan Adair with the buckle side at the moment. Both of them setting high. No one's setting particularly deep. Arabuli has more wrist up. Lachlan Adair with more of a low hand top roll setup. Lachlan Adair with that Sandra Sater head turn to the right before the go. Wrists being straightened now. Referee getting them set. Arabuli with knuckles up. And big side pressure from Lachlan Adair. But Arabuli stops at this time 1 inch from the pin. Back pressure looks good from Lachlan Adair. He has that battle wrapped up at the moment. But Arabuli committed to side pressure. Lachlan Adair now in a defensive hook, looking calm and controlled. Arabuli shaking and trying and going red. Oh, hang on a second. What do we have there? Looks like a pin from Arabuli. Lachlan Adair. Elbow foul. Okay. Elbow foul. I was confused as to what was going on then because Lachlan Adair looked like in complete control. Then there was a sudden pin from Arabuli out of nowhere, but it was because an elbow foul was called and Lachlan Adair let it go. There you go. But it was a very interesting match. It looked like it was completely stopped, but Lachlan Adair had the back pressure. Lachlan was on the back of the pad. Arabuli was at the front of his pad. It was wrist on wrist. It was a rotation battle. Arabuli was redlining as much as he could, and Lachlan Adair looked calm in defense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are strapped up, or we're getting strapped up once again. I'm not sure if they're using running fouls or not, but it might be runners, yeah. Typically speaking, or historically speaking, it is runners at king of the table. But, of course, when your opponent is put on a runner, you can let it go. So Lachlan Adair just let that one go once Arabuli was put on the runner. Okay, similar setup. It's going to go back to that same lane. Arabuli, front of the pad, high knuckles. He's trying to shoot low and get over the pronator of Lachlan. Lachlan Adair, more of a top roll setup, but he's happy to go into that high hook position. And there it is, into that exact same position that we were. Lachlan Adair has it wrapped up in terms of back pressure. Lachlan Adair putting the squeeze on now. Arabuli red line defense, but Lachlan Adair's got this one, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 as he roars once again. He's looking good. Oh, Lachlan Adair is looking strong, ladies and gentlemen. Just slowly grinds his way through that match. There was nothing Arabuli could do. Arabuli went hard on the offense, and Australia, Lachlan Adair just held at center and slowly pulled him through and rotated. Absolute dominance there from Lachlan Adair. Honestly, not seeing any cracks in Lachlan Adair game yet so far. Arabuli is absolutely redlining. He's absolutely using everything he has. And so far, we haven't seen Lachlan Adair reach that same point of genuine red line exhaustion. There's been no fear in Lachlan that he's going to run out of energy at any point in these battles. It is very much one-way traffic at the moment. Even though it is close in power, it is still very much one-way, as Arabuli is going to have to find a way back into this match. Let's go, Lachlan, says Dengan Tarrant. There we go. Lachlan doing very, very well. Good stuff. Hope you're enjoying this call so far, guys. If you've got the pay-per-view, or if you haven't got the pay-per-view, head to Core Sports and you can grab it. Otherwise, you can just keep listening here. Guys, I appreciate all the love. Hit that like button for me, the share button. Lachlan is looking strong. Tall Paul Hutchins Sr. or Junior, sorry, he knows it. Lachlan is looking amazing. Great form. Great form. Peter, he was on the runner. David was on the runner, and Lachlan let it go. But Lachlan looking very solid now, up 2-0. It'll be interesting to see what strategy David comes out with, because he's going to have to find one. He's going to have to find one. The hook out of straps didn't work. The hook in straps didn't work. As they set now for round 3, David Arabuli, you can see, is bringing the shoulder forward. We're going to look for a potential press and heavy side pressure here from David. He's definitely at the front of the pad. He's standing a lot taller. Lachlan Adair using the same strategy once again. He looks like that Sandra Sater style setup. Very calm and composed is Lachlan Adair. As Arabuli's now sweat dripping from his nose. He's the man that's working harder. But Arabuli now changing back to that top roll setup. I'm expecting a slip to the straps here. Arabuli's got that jumpiness, almost a slight early start, and Lachlan responds with a similar response there. Here we go. Referee's getting them straight, and it is off to the straps. Arabuli stayed high with the top roll there, and you can still see he believes he can win this match. He definitely is not out of it. Arabuli could fight back. He is from the Georgian camp, of course, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot write off anybody coming out of that Georgian camp, but it is 2-0 currently. Lachlan Adair of Australia leading. Fantastic. Hey, I appreciate the support there. Oh, Hanson, always a pleasure listening to the commentary, Ryan. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love doing this. This is good fun. Good stuff. I appreciate it. As these guys are getting strapped together now, we got 511 of you guys here in the chat. Thank you so much for joining tonight. We're in match number 2. It's David Arabuli and Lachlan Adair currently. Lachlan Adair leading 2-0 as they get strapped up in round number 3. Okay, Lachlan Adair with the good side of the strap in a high knuckles position. Arabuli looking to top roll him this time. He's going to try option number 3. The hook hasn't worked against Lachlan at all. Arabuli's going to look to try to take the wrist of Lachlan. Here's the go, but Lachlan forces it inside, and it's once again easy pin, Lachlan Adair. Easy pin, Lachlan Adair. Arabuli's calling for the elbow foul, but the referees say no. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 3-0, Lachlan Adair. Arabuli having no success with the top roll. Lachlan Adair easily curling it in, then adding the side pressure and one simple surge to the pad. And it is 3-0 Lachlan Adair, ladies and gentlemen. As they look at the replay, you can see Arabuli forced to the front of the pad as Lachlan's bicep and dragging pressure too much. And one simple side pressure surge, and it was a pin. As you can see, Arabuli was calling, desperately hoping for an elbow foul, but none awarded. Very easy pin there for Lachlan Adair. 3-0. It does look like he's running away with it. We've seen Arabuli try the hook out of straps. We've seen him try the hook in straps. We've seen him try the top roll in straps. None of them have worked. Lachlan Adair in complete control. Yeah, there we go. Lachlan Adair 3-0. Lachlan is taking over at the moment. Look, he's a strong lad. Like I said, I train with the dude every week. He's a strong human. I know it more than any of you. He's a really strong human, and he's testament to him. He studies the sport well. He's an absolute beast with his discipline. He doesn't miss a beat, Lachlan. He's on the path. He's on the path, and they're showing that the replay once again of the pin. I don't know if they're actually looking for an elbow foul or something, but it was complete control. Super stoked for Lachlan, says Lazy Hook. Yeah. Absolutely. He's doing incredibly well. 3-0. Currently over Georgia's David Arabuli. 1 round to go. Lockie has brought the A game tonight. He has indeed, Hanson. As they look at that replay once again, very calm and controlled. In control. Hook there. Victory from Lachlan. All right, we wait now for round 4. Or are they still trying to assess whether there is an elbow foul? It's a very desperate call. If they do call this an elbow foul, it's essentially pointless, because it was such a one-way pin. None of the cameras are actually showing the elbow. They're checking all the camera angles. It looks like it's not going to get his wish. There is no elbow foul going to be called, because none of them see the actual point of his elbow. And the referee's eyes were right there looking at it, and he didn't call it. So it's going to remain 3-0. Lachlan Adair over David Arabuli so far, with one more round needed for Lachlan to secure the victory. Or is there a big comeback on somehow? Lachlan's movements look quite smooth. Yeah, he does. He's really done well at completing his game. He's got the top roll. He's got the hook. He is looking very good. Kevin Grip, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the support. Runs the best commentary and also best at interacting with the chat. I appreciate you, Kevin. Hey, we are headed into round number 4 now as they're getting them strapped up. David Arabuli, look for a Hail Mary. Is there a King's move in David Arabuli? That's the only thing that works against Lachlan and David. For me, anyway, as a King's move. Just got to let you know, right? Somewhere in David Arabuli's mind is there, somewhere in the crowd that's whispered to him, hey, try the King's move. That's the only thing that I find success with against Lachlan Adair. I don't know that David's got one. I don't know that the Georgian team practice it, but Everything else he's tried and it's failed so far. Everything else has been wrapped up. A hook out of straps was all Lachlan. The hook in straps was all Lachlan. David Arabuli tried top rolling, and it was all Lachlan. So this time, David does have the good side of the strap as they go straight into the strap. There was no start outside of the strap this time. So that's suggestive that David may have one trick up his sleeve that he's going to try. Will we get a King's move? Lachlan Adair coming forward to the front of the pad. He just wants to get that anywhere arm on arm, and it is all secure for him. He's very confident. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Round number 4. They're getting set. Lachlan Adair looking calm. David Arabuli looks like he's going to really launch hard into side pressure. And David Arabuli does his best to get into some degree of defense, but it's a simple pin once again. Lachlan Adair just pins him, but what are the referees doing? There's a call somewhere. Let me just check what the referees are doing. There's a call, an elbow foul. Nope. Okay, no elbow foul. That is just a win, 4-0. David Arabuli concedes that there was nothing there. He couldn't stop Lachlan. Pointless arguing about elbow fouls. Big smile on the Anvil's face. Lachlan Adair, probably the most dominant victory I've seen from him on the international stage. Give that man a promotion, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to have someone stronger because he made that look way too easy. Lachlan Adair, ladies and gentlemen, your victor tonight. 62% of people backed him to win. There you go. It was a 50-50 at one stage. But hey, we got a super chat in from Jimmy Little. Let me just make sure I feature that. Jimmy Little, you're the first super chat of the night, brother. Thank you, Jimmy Little. I appreciate it. He says, go the Aussie Warrior. Yeah, how good is that? Tall Paul Hutchinson Jr. comes in with a super chat as well. He says, just a little bit to say thanks for the live. Hey, Tall Paul, thank you so much. I appreciate it. As they're going through the replay now, look, it was one-way traffic the whole time. Lachlan Adair, like I said, I think that's the best performance I've seen. As he gets interviewed there, he's got the Australian flag wrapped around his shoulders. He's a big hug with Jake Ward too. The Aussie Alliance there, over there in Dubai. Awesome stuff. I would message Lachlan right now, but my phone, I'm live on TikTok, so I can't do that. So I apologize, but I'll send him a congratulations a bit later. But thank you guys for the super chats. You guys are legends. I appreciate both of you guys who sent through those super chats just now. Good stuff. Yeah, Lockie, says Hansen. Fantastic. Who won versus Robbie versus Ray? It was Coach Ray. He won 4-1. Very dominant performance there. But right now we're talking about Lachlan Adair. He just had a fantastic King of the Table match. Who knows who he will face next? You have to say he needs to have a big promotion because David Arabuli is very impressive. And honestly, Lachlan just made it look easy. Easy day. All right. I'm going to set up the next poll. I think it's Auden and the Whisperer up next, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is. Let me just get this one going. Start a poll. Who takes it? What a great card so far. It's easy for me to say what a great card so far when my buddy's winning. So makes me very happy, Lachlan. Thank you very much. Auden Larratt. And a Whisperer up next, I believe. All right. Let us know who's going to take this next one, ladies and gentlemen. We got 503 people in the chat at the moment on YouTube. Guys, you are legends. Please hit the like button, the share button for us. Let's get it over that 1,000 mark and get this cranking. We're at King of the Table 10. If you need to get the pay-per-view, it's not late. There's 5 more matches to go, and there are 5 juicy matches to go. I think we got Auden Larratt up against Etienne Waite up next, which is one of the most talked about matches of the card. Auden Larratt, of course, the son of the world famous Devon Larratt, the man with the cut from the same mold. The genetics are there. It's very clear he knows how to move. He will be taking on the Whisperer Etienne Waite, who has been made famous in the arm wrestling world by stonewalling people in a defensive hook of his time after time after time. If he can get it there, it'll be an interesting match tonight. But right now, it's going to be all the pressure on Auden Larratt because he will be the oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it's not Auden. They've just okay. We've got Wagner Bortolato up next. Wagner Bortolato. They're doing it into all sorts of crazy order. Wagner Bortolato is Tobias Sporong. Okay, let me just kill that Auden Larratt poll again. Auden Larratt, we've teased you Auden Larratt twice, and not yet. Okay. Let's go. Who takes it? This is the one left arm match that we have tonight. Tobias Sporong of Sweden, a monster, of left arm wrestling against Wagner Bortolato. I apologize if I spelled those names wrong. I think I got them wrong on both of them. Oh, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that one. Okay, as Tobias Sprong, the first impression poll comes through with 78, now 80%, 84% and climbing. My goodness me, Tobias Sprong is the heavy favorite in the eyes of the people watching from home. Goodness me. Yeah, look, Tobias Sprong, he's a young stud within arm wrestling. People are saying, no way. Linus says, no way, says Tobias losing this. Look, Tobias by a Texas mile, says Rich M. You know, Wagner is one of those dudes that's been around forever. He's been a left arm dominant puller forever, but he's getting old, isn't he? He's working hard. He gets injuries. He comes back. He gets injuries. He comes back. He's the man that broke Michael Todd back in the day on Arm Wars. But is it enough for a young stud like Tobias Sprong, who is, in his mind, he really wants to push for the number one arm wrestler in the world on left arm. He wants rematches. He wants to pull everyone. This is a potential bad match for Wagner, says Olsen Art Studio. Let's see. Wagner breaking the table. That's always a possibility. Who comes out first? It's the young, clean-shaven Tobias Sprong. Looks like such a polite young man, too, as he nods to the camera as the lights come on to him. He is the baby-faced killer. Look at him. Nothing about him looks scary or intimidating. He looks like the gentlest soul ever, but he is an absolute machine. Very strong back pressure, very efficient. I remember watching him destroy Evgeny Prudnik on the left arm. Now, anyone that can destroy Evgeny Prudnik is a beast. Oh. Yeah, we need a poll like this, Russ. Are they going to keep look, Auden Larratt and Whisper might become the main event at this rate. It keeps on getting pushed back. We're not going by the order. Okay, Tobias Sprong is 26 years old, is 133.8 kilos, 20.87 inch bicep, 18.5 inch forearm. My goodness, some stats. Wow. They are some serious stats. Who wouldn't want 20.7 inch forearm and an 18.5 inch, sorry, 20.87 inch bicep and an 18.5 inch forearm? That is some serious stats packing there from young Tobias Sprong. Absolutely. Guys, we are in match number 3. If you've missed it so far, Coach Ray won 4-1 in the opening match over Robbie Carstendike. Lachlan Adair won 4-0 over David Arabuli, and we are now into match 3. 2 great performances. Coach Ray looking very dominant. Lachlan Adair looking even more dominant. Never seen it look that dominant, to be honest. But anyway, here comes Wagner Bortolato. If one thing that we can be reliant upon Wagner Bortolato doing, it's bringing the energy. He will slap the face, he'll roar, he'll shake the table, he'll break the whole venue if he's let loose. They call him the earthquake or terremoto in Brazil, where his home nation is, as he's bouncing on his toes as he comes out through. And there's that classic face slap from Wagner Bortolato. This man is a genuine dynamo. If you've ever seen his training footage, it is genuinely astounding, the stuff that this guy gets up to. But it is going to be epic. It's going to be a hard day for him. He really does rely on getting that adrenaline peaked for a match, and he is doing that right now. He's looking at the crowd, ramping them up, the crowd responding very nicely. Here he comes. He used to have the long hair, but now in modern times, in the last year or so, he's gone with that clean-shaven look. He's still sporting the beard, but he's got shoulders and forearms built of stone. 6'2", 20-inch biceps, 17.3-inch forearm. A little bit behind that of Tobias Sprong in both departments there, but weighing a total of 152 kilos. You can see there, a man that lean, 152 kilos. My goodness me. He is, like, for his age, what a stud. What a stud is Wagner Bortolato. But here we go now, round number 1. They are getting set, taking the grip. Wagner Bortolato is going to try to hold on to Tobias Sprong. Can he do that? That is a big ask. Tobias Sprong will look to top roll. He is taking lots of regrips. He wants it wrist on wrist. He doesn't want to go arm on arm. He's trying to keep the fight purely about the hands, is Tobias Sprong. A lot of jostling going on and regripping at the moment. I expect this one to end up in a referee's grip. Wagner Bortolato's set. He's got his shoulder forward, ready to just commit hard, as we expect him to do. But it is off the referee's grip, as I thought it might go there. Tobias Sprong not really allowing an opportunity for the match to settle. Like I said, he doesn't want any wrist contact. He wants it all hand on hand. between these two. And that's where it will go if it is in his lane. Wagner Bortolato, he just says, let's get this party started. Let's get power on power. Let's get it wrist on wrist. He'd happily press if he wants to. He's, of course, got victories over Devon Larratt, rounds taken on Devon Larratt on the left arm, but Tobias Sprong presents a very different problem for Wagner tonight. Here we go. Ref script now, round number 1. Referee getting them set. Thumbs going down, hands are being closed. Low hand grip from Tobias Sprong. Referee still just getting the finer details, talking about thumbs, making sure knuckles are shown. Still in the referee's grip, talking to Tobias Sprong is the referee at the moment. Setting them once again. Okay, hands closed on Tobias Sprong. Wagner still to be closed. Wagner looking like he's going to commit to a flop press from round 1. What a ballsy move that would be. Here we go. Referee starting their referee set once again. Thumbs, shoulders being squared. A lot of tension here. Tobias Sprong just wants to time this one. Wagner says, let's go. Hands are closed. There's early warning. They've called the early warning foul on Wagner Bortolato, and he starts belting the table. Wagner Bortolato's ready for it, ladies and gents. Here we go. And you can see it was only going one way. Tobias Sprong was top rolling. Wagner Bortolato was flop pressing. That was all that was going to happen there. You could see it coming, and it was actually Wagner Bortolato called on the early foul by pushing forward at the base of his palm. You can see it was exactly where he was going. He knows that he can't hold on to the top roll of Tobias Sprong. He is burying through this mountain tonight. If he's going to have success, it's going to be low and it's going to be shoulder committed. But here we go. All right, we're going to attempt it again. Round number 1, Tobias Sprong, Wagner Bortolato. Low hand top roll being set from Tobias. Here comes the, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Tobias Sprong is a monster. Ooh. Okay, look, that was one of the fastest, most dominant pins I've ever seen in my life. Wagner Bortolato barely blinked, barely got his shoulder behind, and Tobias Sprong ripped him across the table. Utterly ripped him. Look, Wagner Bortolato didn't even quarter get his shoulder into that press, and it was already over. And there was a look on Wagner Bortolato's face of what on earth was that? That was one of the most savage pins I've ever seen. Brutal side pressure. Look, Tobias Sprong didn't even look for the top roll. He just absolutely ripped sideways. And watching the slow motion replay, Wagner did actually get a little bit of curl in. He actually got a little bit of curl, but there was no opportunity to get the shoulder behind. And that was a brutal flash pin from the young Swede. Wow. Goodness me. Linus has said, look, as I said, when did this event start? This event started about 1 hour ago, Victor P. We've got 5 matches to go. We've just started the 3rd match of the night, so you have not missed much at all. Rory Baker says Tobias is a Viking. He is, absolutely. Drew24 says, yeah, Craigie SATV is also streaming. He's a good dude. He is. Go give him some love, guys. Russ Skidmore. Maybe that's the reason why we've missed it. He says, Jody got in a fight with the ref because the Whisperer wouldn't keep his elbow down, so the Larratts were disqualified. You missed it. Nah, not quite. Just joking. But we'll see the action from them later on tonight. Okay, as we go into round number 2, the baby-faced assassin strikes again, says Naito. Absolutely. Looking very good. And ... silence there from Russ. Yeah, can't believe what he's seen. And Swedish power from Linus. All right, let's go back to the action. Here we go, round number 2. What can Wagner Bortolato do? Can he find a way into this match? Because that was a very brutal start from young Tobias Sprong. 1-0, the score is at the moment. You can see now, I think Wagner Bortolato actually he's still shoulder committed, but he's much, much higher, and he's trying to get that start, but he's getting that warnings again. They're all kind of looking at it, or both referees looked up at him and waved the finger at him and said, you can't go that early. But, Tobias Sprong, it didn't even look like it troubled him. To be honest, there was no real purchase in that early start from Wagner Bortolato. Wagner Bortolato in a much higher position than he was round 1, but he's still forcing himself to flop press again. He's testing. The referees are both saying, look, Wagner, you can't go that early. But Wagner right now using up all the potential fouls to try to find and test for where there is some possible value for him. All right. That's the 3rd time. Okay, 3rd time Wagner Bortolato has gone early. They're going to actually foul him this time. Rather than warn, I believe he will get a foul for that one. Wagner Bortolato starting early on the flop press again. Guys, if the audio is not synced, just press pause on the Core Sports screen, and then it'll be synced. Just pause it for 5 seconds or whatever it will be. But here we go, round number 2. Tobias Sprong. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is not even close. This is savage. This is an absolute murder going on right now. Wagner Bortolotto holding and rubbing his arm. There's pain in his arm because he is getting torn open. When you get torn open like this, it hurts. And what I mean by torn open is against your best effort, you get absolutely ripped open. Now, he is not even getting close. This is the strength gap between these two is really brutal. Yes. No, I don't think he got injured, but he is just feeling the impossibility of this task, and he's trying to get some sort of purchase. And every time he brings his shoulder forward, it is Tobias Sprong who is utterly ripping him open. Like, I've never seen pins as brutally savage as this. This is very, very dominant. Paul Wagner says Anthony. Yeah, this is a hard position to be for Wagner. When you're in this position, when the strength gap is like this, there is really not much you can do. You just have to keep on hoping that you can turn up, and at the end of the day, you just have to battle through. But there's utterly nothing you can do. I hope that look, I know that Tobias Sprong wants to make a point here, and he's making it very loud and clear. But I'd like to see Tobias Sprong now let Wagner into the match, see if he can hold on and just let him play a bit. Okay, I'm just reading a couple of your points there, guys, saying that my audio does not match my mouth. I do apologize for that. Oh, I'm not sure how I fixed that one. Throw in the towel, says Jade of 886. It's at that point. Round 3 now, ladies and gentlemen, as they're getting set. Wagner versus Bowen next. I'd love to face Wagner someday. Not on left, though. Goodness me. Here we go, round 3, and it's Wagner repeating the same early start process at the moment. Tobias should be facing Dada Khan. Look, Tobias will be getting a big match after this. Tobias v. Camille. Oh, there's a juicy match. Oh, that's juicy. I like that. Curtis Murray with a super chat. But thank you so much. It says mismatch. Tobias is levels ahead of Wagner. Thank you so much for the super chat. We are in round 3 and they're getting set. We could have a start any moment. Curtis Murray, thank you very much for the two Canadian dollars. It's currently Tobias 2-0. Wagner Bortolotto is giving up his wrist. He just wants to get in this match. He's trying to get that flop press, but he's constantly being warned for going. They're going now to the referee's grip. Dare we say it? Is the next match going to be Orton? Oh, I don't know. We've called the Orton match twice and it hasn't appeared. But once again, back to Curtis. Thank you so much for that super chat. As we are getting set now, referee's grip squaring the shoulders between these two giants. So it's Tobias Sprong, the young Swede, who is utterly in control so far. Wagner Bortolotto completely. Oh, the grimace of pain as the flash pin happens again. Look, this is hard to watch. I got to say, this is hard to watch. I'm feeling for Wagner Bortolotto right now. Wagner Bortolotto got the flop press committed, and it didn't matter. He was utterly crushed again. As soon as it got in, Tobias Sprong ripped him across the table. This is utterly dominant. Very, very brutal victory. They show the replay here. The flop press commitment from Wagner was there. He got the flop press committed, but immediate side pressure, cut off center from Tobias Sprong, and it is 3-0. Going into the 4th round now, Tobias, let the man just in gently, please. 3-0. Let him in gently, Tobias. Let him just go gently into the pool with him. We know you've got this one, Tobias. I really hope that he pulls him gently on this one, just so we can see how different the slow pulling power is. But because right now, with the explosive starts, it's not even close. Okay, but Tobias did look like he was going to potentially let him in there, but it was straight away, it was Wagner going to the flop press, which is a difficult place to have a slow pull from when someone's flop pressing. Tobias is brutal. He's like a bullet. Absolutely. I've never seen a more savage hit than what I'm seeing here tonight. Okay, so I'm not sure if they've changed it. The scores now says 2-0, where it did go to 3-0 before. Anyway, it is. I'm not sure if we're round 3 or 4, but either way, we are about to get started once again. Wagner Bortolotto, Tobias Sprong. Wagner cannot help himself but go early. There we go. They've just awarded the win to Tobias. So round 3, I guess they went back and did it again. I'm not sure why, but they've gone back and done it again, and then Wagner has fouled out. So it's 3-0. Wagner will get a little bit more of a rest, and then we'll see that final round because, my goodness, like I said, you got to feel for him. Sometimes when you've been in the sport as long as Wagner has, to get a moment like this is brutal for him. But look, I think people underestimated the level of Tobias Sprong here, and Wagner's been a stud all his life, and he will remain a stud. Don't by any means think that this means Wagner's done. Wagner's a monster, and his left arm is a fantastic weapon. But Tobias Sprong is another level right now, and it's very clear that Tobias Sprong needs a very, very serious left arm match. I think Kamil Jablonski is the answer. After Kamil being on the tear that he's been on, left arm beating Cody Merritt and beating Devin Larratt, it makes sense to put these two together. Kamil and Tobias Sprong. My goodness. Okay, so yeah, people are talking about why did they foul him out? Movement in the referee's grip, as described there by Peter Elliston, is a foul. And yes, he's done it every round. So far, Wagner, because of the power difference, he's done it every round. He's really trying to just hopefully get a jump and get something because he can't get it in any other way. But yeah, that's what happened there. So Wagner needs them STEMIs. Yeah, if the stem cell treatment, he's gonna need it after this. All right, here we go. Round number 4. Let's see if they let Wagner in. Okay, so Wagner doesn't even fight. It's just conceded. It's too sore. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Tobias Sprong, your winner 4-0. And wow, big performance. You got to give it to that man, Tobias Sprong. What next for him? My goodness. Let us know in the comments section who you think he should pull. I think Kamil Jablonski, but David reckons Jody versus Wagner. Look, Jody versus Wagner right now would actually be interested. I think Wagner's so sore right now as they show the replay that Jody versus Wagner right now might be the balance because Wagner has just been ripped open 3 times in a row against his best efforts. And when I say ripped open, I'm talking ripped open. Like he grimaced in pain as his muscle was just literally against his best effort thrown across the table. Never seen savagery like it. Wagner Bortolato, unfortunately, just not even close tonight as Tobias Sprong commands the victory. Yes, and the Swedish flag is flown there by Ate Letonen. Hopefully I got close on that pronunciation, Ate. Thank you very much for the comment. Wagner looks like he'll be security at the Best Buy after this. Oh, gee, poor Wagner. Mr. Bradley Bowen versus Wagner. Yeah, look, Wagner right now. I think anyone in the room could beat Wagner right now after being ripped open like that. He would be sore. Okay, do we go with it? Will it happen, Orton? I don't know. Look, I'm actually going to go with a different poll right now. We're going to end that poll. I'm just going to ask you guys: is Orton up next? Start a poll. Is Orton on next? Let's see. What percentage of people think Orton will actually be on next? Is it going to be Orton or is it going to be Derek Smith and Matt Mask or someone different? Because Orton keeps sliding down that list as the main event. Let's see. 57% of people reckon it's going to be Orton Larratt on next. They had him listed on the website as the second match of the night. And he's potentially the 4th match of the night now if he comes up next. But I'm not confident either. I feel like it's going to be Matt Mask and Derek Smith who come out next. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out in a moment as Tobias Sprong wraps up. But here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, they're still just wrapping up with those two. Jake Ward now getting to the mic. I've got the mic muted, so I can't actually hear what Jake Ward's going to say. But they're showing a replay of different features of King of the Table. So we still don't know. Of course, main event tonight is Vitaly Aletin and Dave Chaffee, the rematch of what was one of the greatest matches of all time. I was there commentating it. Orton is next, says Peter. He reckons Orton's next. Orton's a superstar. If you missed him singing, it was like Ben Folds 5. It was Orton Folds 5 on the piano. Very impressive, to be honest. Go check it out on Instagram, on the Core Sports Instagram. But we've got an ad being run by the pay-per-view at the moment. So as soon as that gets back, we'll have the answer as to who is on. So far, 60% of you guys think it's going to be Auden and the Whisperer up next. I hope you're right. We've been chomping at the bit for this match. It's a very interesting one. Of course, the son of the great Devon Larratt up against the self-made whispering prodigies arm wrestling superstar via social media, following the footsteps of the great Schoolboy in carving a path into the career of social media arm wrestling is Etienne Waite. My goodness, what an interesting match. It's all the pressure on Auden Larratt, if you're asking me. But anyway, is that the match that's coming up next? That's the question that we need answered at the moment. At the moment, they're advertising the Devon Larratt v. Levan Saginashvili match. It takes place in April. What a match that will be. My goodness. My goodness. Ryan, how do I match up with Lachlan at the moment? Look, Lachlan's a stud. I can Kings move him. There's a couple of little lanes where I have hope. I can get a stop on him with the Kings move, but I can't pull through him. He's too strong. But I don't know. Like you'll see. He'll be back. And we'll train. I feel like if I could press pause on Lachlan for 6 to 12 months, I'd go past him. That's what I feel he is ahead of me. If I could press pause and I could keep training, I think 6 to 12 months I could get him. But yeah, he's a stud. But 4-0, how good was he over David Arabuli? All right, guys, they're about to announce the next matchup. Let's see who it is. Jake Ward. I'm trying to lip read Jake Ward at the moment. I can't hear him. Oh, I just saw him say social media superstar. That means Etienne Waite. I think it is. I think we got it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got it. We're going to end that poll. I'm going to ask you now, who takes it? Who takes it? Auden or the Whisperer? Okay, well, I've asked this poll a bunch of times. This time I think it is for real as we wait for him to come out. Let's see. I hope I'm right. But so far, 60% of you guys are saying Auden Larratt. Okay, they're about to show the preview video. Let's see who pops up. Yes, it is Auden and Etienne. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Auden Larratt, Etienne Waite. Etienne Waite looks like the Lego version of Batman. I saw someone make that comment yesterday, and I couldn't agree more. The way he talks, the way he sits, the way he's literally Lego Batman. Auden Larratt still looks young. That's the thing about Auden, isn't it? Like there's still so much room to grow for him. He still looks like a boy, which means that there's still so much more hardening to happen. The muscle will really solidify. But the fact that he's already here, he's already performing, and he's already moving. I mean, his father, Devon, one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time, contesting for the overall #1 rank in the world in April against Levan Saginashvili. Auden couldn't have a better mentor, training partner, and coach than his father, and someone to emulate. And I think that we're going to look to see Auden try to emulate him as much as he can on the table tonight. Look for control from Auden Larratt. I think the only lane that Auden fears against Etienne is that dug down elbow-based side pressure, that nasty sort of low match. If he can keep the match high, it's Auden's. Etienne's going to really need to dig deep and find a way to get it elbow on elbow. Round 1 will tell us a big story. I think Auden knows the lane that he has to fear, and he'll look to be protecting that as much as he can. Look for an explosive high top roll, I would say, from Auden. Vicious says that Etienne's going to surprise you. Look, man, I hope he does. I hope it gets in an absolute war. I'd love to see nothing more. But to me, we've got such a big difference in size and leverage and weight here that to me, all the pressure's on Auden. I see this is his match to win or lose. Auden, some 40 pounds heavier than Etienne going into this match. But as Kevin says, I believe if ET can sink the hook, he can get this young pup. I agree that hook is where it needs to go. The elbow-based side pressure of Etienne is his best weapon for this match. Even though he can top roll and all sorts of stuff, you're not going to see it tonight. He's not going to come out top rolling a man as tall as Auden with a hand as big as Auden. This is going to be ET looking for the hook, and Anthony says, let's go Whisperer. He wants him to crack him. Yeah, Auden is 20 kilos heavier. How is that fair? So this is definitely not a weight category matchup there. Fake the boss. It's just a matchup for matchup's sake. That's interesting. That's what this one is. Auden, it's both the debut of these gentlemen in the professional arm wrestling scene. So let's see how this one goes. King of the Table 10. Here comes from the darkness, the Whisperer. Batman, Lego Batman. Here we go. The Whisperer is about to make his way to the stadium, says Maddie Plotchy. She's a Whisperer fan. Good stuff. He's got that signature look about him. The sunglasses are on, the black hair is flowing. He is the Lego Batman. Sorry, I can't help myself. He really does make me think of Lego Batman. But anyway, here he comes. He's making his way to the stadium now. He looks calm. He looks at home, even though this is his debut. He is a showman. He knows what to do, how to put on a show. His character is well and truly established within the arm wrestling scene. Etienne White, I loved what he said at the press conference. He said he'd been preparing for Devin Larratt in this match and was disappointed that they gave him the lesser Larratt. But here he is, 29 years old, 78 kilos, 15.5 inch bicep, 13.9 inch forearm. So only 78 kilos, and that 78 kilos was shoes on, clothes on, dripping wet. So he is realistically a 75 kilo puller, but here he is on the stage at King of the Table 10, and he looks the part. Lego Batman. There we go. Orton, 19 years of age. Yes, he is indeed. He's the next man. He is following in the footsteps of his father, Devin Larratt, one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time. Okay, this man has the pressure on him. Okay, even though he won't show it, he's handling it very well right now. This is the moment of truth. Will Orton Larratt be able to follow in the footsteps of his father and get a dominant in his debut? Orton Larratt, let's see how he comes out from the darkness as he walks up the stairs. You can see he's dancing his way onto the stage here at the moment. Big smile, big character coming out, literally dancing his way down the stage is Orton Larratt, bouncing around. He is putting on the entertainment as well. I don't know what song that is. I'm not hearing the music. I'm just seeing him dance in the silence. But Orton Larratt bringing out an energy where he really is putting on a confident display at the moment. Nothing about him so far looks like he's genuinely fearing anything. He's looking at Etienne White, already pointing him out, calling him out. Etienne White standing there with his arms crossed, not impressed. 19 years age, 190 centimeters tall, or 6 foot 2.8, almost 6'3", 96 kilos, a 15.75 inch bicep, and a 16.14 inch forearm. Very impressive forearm stats there. Already a forearm bigger than his bicep for Orton Larratt. Interesting stuff. Now, round number one, they're setting up already. Here we go. It does look like Devin already at the table. The way the posture is, looks very much similar to that of his father. Etienne White not having a part of it at the moment. There's a lot of shenanigans going on with the grip. Etienne staying at center and saying, no, this is where we're going to grip. And I keep on going to say Devin, and it's Orton who is looking to try to take it his side of center. A lot of shoulder commitment forward so far from Orton. But we know for Orton, that means the signature top roll is coming. Don't expect this one to go inside. If Orton Larratt gets his way, it'll be an explosive top roll. Look to take the hand and wrist of Etienne White outside of the straps. Etienne White, here we go. Round number one. It is in the ref script, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest matches of the night. Orton Larratt v. The Whisperer. Round number one. Here we go. Referee's grip. Referee getting the shoulders square now. Etienne White looking very composed. Hasn't said a word. A lot of talk coming from Orton right now. The pressure is on. This is the moment. Neither of them know what's going to happen. The nervous energy, you can sense it there. Definitely nervous energy. Orton Larratt wants this very much. Whisperer looking composed. Thumbs are going down. Look for the top roll from Orton. Hands are closed on Orton. Shake of the head from Etienne White. He's not happy with something. Here we go. First start. And it is straps. Big top roll from Orton. Almost gets the pin, but they're awarding the strap. Pronation from Etienne White. I think they kind of to be honest, that one did look very low. I think a lot of referees would have called that one a pin for Orton Larratt, but they are strapping them together. Very interesting. Orton, yes, is let's go Etienne, says Andre Volk. Absolutely. Some people saying he's still a boy. He might have trouble. I think if he gets dug down, he'll get in trouble. Hook him, ET, is the call from Juan Wick. There we go. And someone else saying this match is picked to make him look dominant. We'll see. We'll find out if he can look dominant here. But right now, it is round number 1. We're getting strapped. I'm just getting messages from Lachlan Adair. Sorry, TikTok. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to read my messages from Lachlan Adair. Lachlan Adair wrote smoke show. Hang on a second. I just got to send Lachlan a quick video. Lachlan, you started. We're live at the moment, man. Congratulations. Everyone in the chat, say good day to Lachlan Adair. You crushed it, brother. Couldn't be prouder of you, man. Thank you for all you do. Great representation. And we've got to run because round 1 with Auden and that is about to start. See you, mate. All right, we're back. Round number 1. They're in the straps now, Auden and ET. Now, can ET set that hook or will Auden get the control in the top roll? Referee's grip. Hands are being closed. Hands are being closed. Still not closed there. A lot of talk going on, a lot of nervousness. Now, the energy of both of these guys looks pretty balanced, but the fact that it's not rolling yet means that they're looking for little millimeters. Here we go. Oh, and it's Stonewall, flash pin, Auden Larratt. Okay, Edson Waite couldn't do anything there. Off the go. It was Edson Waite tried to go sideways. He got no purchase. Auden Larratt just absorbed that hit and then flash pin. Very, very one-sided there. Everyone's saying g'day to Lockie and congratulations, Lockie. Hang on, mate. Let's just see if I can get Lachlan on the line. Let's see if we can get Lachlan on the line. There he is, Lachlan Adair, everybody. Congratulations, mate. You crushed it. I've never seen a more dominant performance from you on the international stage. Well done.
Thank you. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good. Like little twang in my elbow, but that's normal. Like nothing. I'm good. Nothing wrong.
Man, it was awesome. I loved it. Out of straps, round 1. He tried to hook you. You just said, "Okay, let's go sideways." Just peeled him open. Then he got in the straps, tried to hook you. It was beautiful. Then he tried top rolling you, and you just contained it. And man, it was. You need a big match next because that was dominant, man. Well done.
Yeah, this weight has proven to be real nice. Like 3rd round, I top rolled him, but he just gave me so much rest. Like it was too difficult for me not to dominate with my wrist.
Yeah.
That was that one round he got me where I didn't want, and I would have had to really dig out. And I felt like I could have, but he elbow fouled, so I was like,
yep.
I'll just concede that and restart.
Good stuff. Man, well done. Anyway, we're live at the moment, so we're going to get back to it. But, man, congratulations. Safe travels home and all that sort of stuff, brother. And everyone in the chat saying congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
All right. See ya. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The mighty Anvil Lachlan Adair in a good mood, no doubt, after that astounding victory. Resounding victory even as well. But as we return to the action where Etienne Waite and Auden Larratt are gripped up, they're strapped up, but it isn't round number 2. Yeah, wrong time for a phone call there. Yep. Thankfully, these guys are setting up and taking a while, but all good. All good. Okay, so it's Etienne Waite and Auden Larratt, round number 2. Now, this time the strap is the good side for the Whisperer, Etienne Waite. Auden Larratt taking a lower, deeper grip, like he's entertaining potentially coming in after getting that flash pin round 1. Will he come into the hook early on in the match? No. Okay. It's not a match, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, big flash pin from Auden Larratt. Almost looked as brutal as Tobias Sperong up against Wagner Bortolato. Okay, Auden Larratt, you need to let some rope out, brother. You need to let some rope out, as we see Devon now on the video call in the corner there. Devon, that's funny seeing Devon's face on a laptop in the corner. But after flash pin, Etienne did get some supination in, but it's not even close there. It's just not even close. This is a 98 kilo or 96 kilo man against the 75 kilo man, and it's Auden Larratt dancing around the stage at the moment. Auden, put on a show. Auden, come on. Let's let Etienne into this match. Take that from your father. That's one thing that Devon does very well. is he puts on a show. He allows the match to stop and feel and everything to be at its best glory. At the moment, it's Auden looking like Tobias Sprong against Wagner Bortolato. Hopefully, he can get the vibe from the crowd and let this match become more glorious. Man, thank you, Muscle Bike. I appreciate it, man. Evening to you too. Happy to do the live. Yeah, good stuff. Auden next. 110. Give him Reno or Bacho. Yeah, all the same age there. That would be brutal, wouldn't it? But anyway, here we go. Round number 3. Will they let this one go into the power? Auden Larratt up 2-0 against Etienne Waite. Round number 3. Here we go. Oh no, it's another flash pin from Auden. Auden, slow it down, son. Come on. Oh, it's not even close, ladies and gentlemen. It is very one-sided at the moment. Auden Larratt just running away with it and not letting the Whisperer in any way, shape, or form. Not good for what we were hoping to see, but this has been very one-way traffic. I really hope someone in the room goes up to Auden and says, one of the reasons why your father became so great in this sport is he controls and he entertains and he allows that squeeze to happen and he slowly draws the life out of his opponents. But so far, none of that from Auden Larratt. Perhaps a little bit too much fear from Auden on the result, but should be confident. He's that dominant right now that he should be confident. Even in a deep hook, he should be confident. But here we go. Round number 4. This does look like Auden is potentially going to go inside with him in the way that he's setting up, but he's still protecting a lot of height as well. Okay, here we go. Whisperer and Auden Larratt. Round number 4, referee's grip being called. Derek and Matt will probably be the next match up, guys. That will be a barn burner. Absolutely. But we are in round number 4 with the Whisperer against Auden Larratt. Right now, it's 3-0. Auden Larratt leading, being very dominant so far. Round number 4 starts, and this time Auden Larratt just maintains center and Etienne Waite slips. Okay, being strapped up now. Let's see if they go into the hook. Is Doug still pulling? Yeah, man, Doug's still pulling. Good old Doug Fatafei, one of the strongest in Brisbane. He's still pulling. He's a good lad too. Absolutely. Yeah, should pull in his own. Should pull in his own weight class. No doubt he will. No doubt he will. This is just the beginning of the story for Auden Larratt, and he's. Some people are going to say he picked an easy match. Look, did he? He's got the favor of the organisers, perhaps, with who he's been matched against in a size wise. He's definitely put on a very dominant victory here. But no doubt we'll see more from Auden Larratt, and who will it be next time? Your guess is as good as mine. But right now, it's Etienne up against the wall. In the straps, though, round number 4, will Auden let Etienne into his power? Let's hope so. Start is moments away. And there we go. Yes, Auden is letting Etienne into the power. And Auden got nervous and pinned him. Silly Auden. Okay, so Auden did let Etienne into his power, and he felt a little stickiness from Etienne, and he got panicky, and Auden surged for the pin. I would have liked to have seen Auden just defend and trust himself, but he got nervous. He felt that little taste of the elbow from the Whisperer, and it didn't allow it to happen. So 4-0. I think they will continue on rounds 5 and 6. And now Auden, that he's won the match, will certainly be willing to play a little more. But yeah, absolutely. Look, the score is 4-0. Auden Larratt at the moment has secured the match. Some people, are you a fan of this? Hope they stop it for a boring mismatch. Sometimes I do agree that there's not much point in rounds 5 and 6 in most occurrences. Once it's over, it's over. Best of 7. But round 5 we are at the moment. Auden Larratt. Let's see. I think out of straps they're going to hook. Nope, we're off to the straps again. They've slipped. Let's see where this one goes. But yeah, Russ says he still needs another 6 years. No doubt that Auden is going to mature very, very well within the sport. He couldn't be in a better environment for it. And look, we got a question here. Is the Whisperer winning? Unfortunately, no. Jay Barland, if you're a Whisperer fan, he is down 4-0. There's not much hope for him. It hasn't been close. Jimmy's taken the mickey out of everyone and says this is match of the year. Definitely a one-sided affair. This one, a lot of people called it going to be that way. Unfortunately, it is an incredibly one-sided match so far. Come on, Ryan. Don't be mad. I know you wanted the Whisper to win, but Auden won, says Fit Pro. Look, I was hoping for a match, that's for sure. Vrez versus Auden, yeah, that's too big of a step up for Auden. Vrez is someone who's got pins on Marcio Barboza and even Dave Chafee on the left. So that one's definitely too much of a step up. But no doubt we'll see some matches. Hey, John, thank you for the support. Says it's nice to hear your voice again, Ryan. It's good to be back here. Here we go, guys. It's Auden Larratt now in a Kings move. We've got him playing now. Now he's entered that Kings move defense, and he is taking the wrist of the Whisperer, who's now forced into a flop wrist defense, and it's Auden now climbing all over the hand of Etienne Wade. Etienne Wade unable to do anything. Auden now standing up and talking to him. He returns to the hook. And Auden now playing with his food. He is taking the wrist and rolling. He's starting to get behind and wants to press himself. Etienne looks for side pressure. There's nothing there. Auden just casually rolling his wrist, coming forward now into a press, closing it down, trying to look exactly the way that Devon would finish a match. This is what we needed in round 3, Auden. This is what we needed in round 3 when it was still live, not now. But anyway, it's I'm almost saying Devon. It's Devon, but Auden in that position with his full shoulder behind. He's on top of the rotator. He's talking to the Whisperer. It's very much like his father against a number of matches, any number of matches. And there's the finish. Auden presses through with Etienne conceding 5-0. Auden Larratt. That's the shape that I was expecting and hoping for when the match was still live, but didn't quite get there. Or they look, hang on, they're saying fouls. They're going to redo it. Why are they redoing that? My goodness, dragging it out now. They're going back in the straps. They're saying Etienne fouled there at some point. They're going to restart. Adam Wilson's not a fan. He says that acting like his father is pure cringe. Well, you can't blame him. I mean, when you grow up, I feel honored when I see my son emulate me in anything. So I think it's a cool thing, and I mean, you can't blame him. You can't blame him. Bassmaster says this was the greatest match in the history of the sport. What else we got? I don't believe the Whisperer is weak. No, look, the Whisperer is not weak. It's just that this is a 96 kilo man against a 74 kilo man. They're both good arm wrestlers. Clearly, they are. Look, I'm sure the Whisperer is a good arm wrestler. Like I said, I've had the measure of him via Jamie Barrett. But here we are, round number 5, about to get underway again. Auden, just finish it for me, please. Now we're over it. Let's go. Just get it done. Here we go. Start about to happen. Looking to straighten his wrist. There it is. And start is called. And it's Auden Larratt going to that open arm top roll once again. But the wrist of Whisperer just folds back, and there's another elbow foul on the Whisperer. Are they going to call that a win, or are they going to make us do it again? Let's see. Please don't make us do it again. Come on. And they've called the win there. Auden Larratt, 5-0. 1 round to go. Good stuff. Oh, Ryan versus Auden. They won't give Auden me. No way. They wouldn't do that. That would end Auden's career. No, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. But anyway, who is the match for Auden next? Let me know in the comments. Genuinely, I want to know. Who does Auden face next? He's 96 kilos. He's the son of Devon. He's just got his first win in the professional stage against Etienne Wade. Who does Auden Larratt face next? It's a tough one, isn't it? Because you can't give him Reno or Bacho at 19. They're too good. You have to Auden, but you have to respect that Auden is valuable to the sport. In a lot of ways, he's valuable to the sport. And he brings attention, so that's fantastic. And he will get better incredibly quickly. He will. It's inevitable. He loves the sport. Devon's his father. He's exposed to the sport perfectly. He's going to get better. But who does he face next? Beer Man, says someone. Look, that's not a bad match. Give him Beer Man. I like that. Okay, round number 6 about to get underway. Here we go. Auden and Etienne. they slip the straps. Okay, whilst they're strapping up, let's keep talking. Paul Italia. Yeah. No, Paul's not good enough. I think Etienne's better than Paul. It's a tough one. You know, there's not a name that pops out in my head. People saying Brzenk. Yeah. Funny. Auden v Cobra. Mate, yeah, Auden v Cobra. That's interesting. Cobra with a shake the dust off him. Auden v Juji. Yeah, Juji's strong. Auden v Juji. That's an interesting one. I actually like that match, Auden v Juji. I think that Juji is the stronger man for sure, but Auden, with the application of technique, should be able to close that gap. That's an interesting match, Auden v Juji. Okay, round number 6, they're strapped up, and it's a flop press. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the Whisperer gets a pin as Auden Larratt has tried to flop press. Oh, hang on a second now. They're going to take it back off him. They're calling it an elbow foul on Etienne Wade. Poor bugger. He just got himself a pin. Auden Larratt tried to flop press him and didn't work, and Etienne pins him. But somewhere in that process, the Whisperer has elbow fouled, so he doesn't get himself the run on the board. Auden Larratt's going to wrap this one up 6-0. He won't let that happen again. Here we go, round number 6. They're about to start. Ready for the call. Referee's getting the shoulders back. And this time, Auden Larratt, no flop press. Goes back into that hand control. Etienne tries to set the hook, and Auden's letting him have a go. Auden's playing around, slowly taking the hand and wrist. Etienne Wade trying to set that hook. He's trying to punch forward. He resets, drags back, punch forward, resets, but no effect there as the wrist goes back now. Auden Larratt, can opener to press very casually. And there's the win, 6-0. Oh, hang on. They've called an elbow foul on Auden this time. We're going again, ladies and gentlemen. Auden v. Lachlan there. There's the call. Look, I don't know. I'm very curious to see what happens with the next match with Auden. No doubt he will get one. Big start from Etienne Wade, but no, caught by Auden. Happily controlled, and there he goes. Finishes without mucking around this time. 6-0, ladies and gentlemen. Auden Larratt is your winner over the Whisperer. There he looks like his father. The way that he poses and celebrates. He gives his mum a hug. Good on you, Auden. Well done. He's got the ball rolling now. His journey has begun officially within the arm wrestling world. Love him or hate him, you got to support him. It's a cool thing for a young man, 19 years old. They zoom in on Devon Larratt, who gives the perfect symbol there. They're zooming in on Devon Larratt, who is on a Skype call or something like that on a PC. Funny stuff. Yeah, you can't hate on him. I agree. You can't hate on Auden. People hating on Auden like he ain't 18 and just started arm wrestling training seriously for a year and a half. You gotta support the young man. He will not be an ambassador for the sport. He will do good things. He will represent the sport well. I'm sure. Many good things to come from Auden Larratt. But unfortunately for the Whisperer fans tonight, no real hope in the match. It was never really there. So Auden Larratt, far too big, far too strong, gets the job done effectively. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we get back to some very exciting arm wrestling. I'm excited about this next one. I'm going to hit you guys up on who takes it as we go into, what is it, our 5th match of the night or something like that? Yeah, 5th match of the night. We have Matt Mask up against Derek Smith up next. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Here we go. Starting that poll, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. I'm not sure who the favorite is going to be in your opinions. I feel like Matt Mask is coming with a lot of intent. Derek Smith, the bigger man of the two, but Matt Mask, the more experienced. As the first impression poll comes through, 65% of you guys are backing Matt Mask to win. It's now creeping up to 69%, almost 70. Where 71%? There you go, backing the Wild Horse, Canada's Wild Horse, to take it over Derek Smith. Now it's a very interesting match, this one, because for the first part, you got to realize how big Derek Smith is. He is legitimately the biggest arm wrestler in the world, as far as I'm aware. He's 6'8" and 360 pounds thereabouts. He is a genuine monster. And when you say someone is that big, you have to think, oh my goodness, surely they're going to command the height. They're going to command the top roll. Surely just too much for anyone. But against Matt Mask has an explosive top roll that is unlike any other. He has a very long hand. and he's very frantically explosive. And because of that, he actually is the favorite in controlling the high ground, and it's he that will go into this match, the overall favorite, as you can see in the poll. Now, he has a lot more experience than Derek Smith. He's been around a bit longer. He's been always second fiddle in Canada to Devon Larratt. He has had victories over Devon, I think, on left a number of times. I think has he ever beaten him on right? I don't think he has. Not he's taken rounds, but not beaten him in a super match. But Matt Mask is one of the sport's all-time greats out of North America, and he is looking very fired up. In the press conference, he was staring straight through the eyes of Derek Smith. There was no mucking around. You could see nerves in the eyes of Derek Smith, where you could see no such thing in the eyes of Matt Mask. I think Matt Mask is here with a point to prove. He obviously beat Ron Barth, the last king of the table, where for Derek Smith, he had a victory against the Iraqi gentleman, I forget his name, at East vs West some 6 months ago. So it will be interesting to see how this one matches up. But my goodness. Paul Hutchins wants to know what's a Ryan Bowen v Paul Maiden match looks like. Yeah, Paul's a starter. I'd pull Paul for sure. I'll be at Arm Gods pulling Ron Barth in just 4 weeks' time, so look forward to that. But guys, whilst we got a break, hit me up with any questions you've got. Anything interesting, I'll feature it. Any super chats that come through, I'll make sure we get up as well. But guys, please hit the like button for me. We've got 751 people watching across all the different platforms at the moment. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying it. We are getting closer. We're getting closer to the main event. We've got 3 matches to go. Coming up next will be Matt Mask v Derek Smith, one of the matches tonight. Then follow that, Reno Masic and Barcho Saganishvili, and then your main event, Vitaly Lelet and Dave Chafee. They are the matches to come. It is all happening here. So far, the recap, if you've missed it, Raymond Zlipens was too good for Rob Carstendijk with a 4-1 victory, looked in control the whole time. After Rob Carstendijk did take the opening round, Lachlan Adair versus David Arabuli was the next matchup. Probably the best performance we've seen from Lachlan Adair on the international stage with a resounding 4-0 victory over David Arabuli. Lachlan Adair looked in complete control, far too strong and very technically proficient. Tobias Sprong then murdered Wagner Bortolato. It was literally one of the most savage matches I have seen with a very dominant victory. Tobias Sprong was literally ripping Wagner Bortolato open through his power. It didn't matter where Wagner went. It was brutal. One of the most brutal matches I've ever seen Tobias Sprong, with Wagner Bortolato not even pulling the 4th round, just conceding because it was simply too one-sided. We then had Auden Larratt against Etienne Waite, what we've just seen, and it was a very similar match. Auden Larratt was far too strong, ripping open the Whisperer in the first 4 rounds, not mucking around at all. Then had a bit of a play in rounds 5 and 6 and showed that he was far superior with position and strength, able to get the match done. And that lands us where we are now with Matt Mask against Derek Smith to go, Reno Masic against Barcho Saganishvili, and then finally the main event will be Vitaly Lelet v Dave Chafee, as we get closer now to that being called out. The Aussie arm wrestler Jake Ward, the MC there tonight, he's about to call them, and we'll no doubt see a bit of a promo. Matt 100% reckons Hamza works out. As we look back at the poll, we got 71% of you guys thinking that Matt Mask will take this after more than 300 votes. So good stuff there. Thank you for getting in there and voting, guys. Hit the like button and the share button. We got 713 of you guys in here. Let's see if we can crack that 1,000 before we get to the main event. Send it to somebody. But anyway, here we go. We got Derek Smith on the screen right now. Like I said, this guy is a lovable giant. He's 6'8", 360 odd pounds. He's such a big dude. He's been arm wrestling about 13, 14 years, I think thereabouts. And he is a very well-rounded puller. He's got a hook, he's got a top roll, he's got a press, he's got all of the positions available to him. But he's coming up against a man, Matt Mask, tonight, who has one enormous weapon, and that is the explosive low-hand top roll. And Derek Smith will fear that top roll, and he's going to have to work out how to control it and how to get it power on power. It's going to be interesting. Jimmy Little says he already has pins on Derek. Yes, I believe he does. Back in the UAL days on left arm, I have seen footage of Matt Mask pinning Derek. But times have changed a lot since then, and we'll see what happens. If you had to pick the genetics of anyone in arm wrestling, you'd say Derek Smith has all of the blessings possible. He's big and tall, and he's thick through the wrist. Everything about Derek is awesome in respect to genetics, but Matt Mask has an enormous hand. He has a very long wrist through the fingertip, and he uses that very well with his explosive nature. Matt Mask goes into this match as the favorite. All right, having a look through at some of the comments. What else we got? We still got people suggesting matches for Auden. Do I think the rule set is better at King of the Table? Look, I like, generally speaking, I'm a fan of running fouls. I do like that. I'm not a fan of the 6-round super matches. I prefer a just best of 7 where it just ends at 4 and it's done. I don't like the mucking around afterwards. But generally speaking, I think the rule set's fine. No dramas at all. Happy with that. Winner of this should call out Auden. I don't know about that one. That we'll see. Auden versus the CEO of Pfizer from Veritas. That's an interesting one. Auden versus Trudeau. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. Hey, Derek, for the win, we've got a call up here from the Drew 24, one of the old faithfuls, one of the guys that supports all arm wrestling channels, the Drew 24. He's picking Derek. Good stuff, Drew. Thank you very much for always your continued support. As the Aussie arm wrestler gets ready to call these guys out, it's coming up. It's coming up. Derek's strength v. Matt's explosivity. There's a good read on the situation from Rev Kramer. Derek does have that slow pulling power that you'd think if it goes arm on arm, he's going to be the better man. But yeah, it's the explosive nature of Matt Mask that is going to be the big problem for Derek tonight. But here comes the big man himself. Derek Smith now almost hitting his head on the crossbeam as he walks into the stadium. He's pacing back and forth on the spot. You can see he's got that focus. He's not looking at the crowd. He's looking straight through the room. He's got the 1,000-yard stare on. He means business. He's trying to find that zone that he wasn't able to find during the press conference. He did look a little nervous at the press conference where it was Matt Mask who looked like an absolute stone cold killer at the press conference. He was looking straight through Derek Smith and he was not mucking around. Derek had to laugh a few things off and you could see that Derek wasn't willing to engage in the battle with Matt Mask at that press conference. Is he willing to engage in the battle right now? We got his stats up. Age 38 years old, 6'8", 133 kilos. Oh, he's quite light at the moment. Bicep of 20.87 inches, forearm of 17.72 inches. Okay, so it's a light version of Derek Smith, only 133 kilos. That is potentially going to be a big factor tonight. Will this be a faster version of Derek Smith? That could be a good thing for potentially combating what he's up against tonight in Matt Mask, who is typically an explosive guy off the go. Derek, we always said, was going to be the slower man tonight, but the lighter version, 133 kilo version of Derek Smith might be a little snappier than we've ever seen before. Tall Paul is not sure who to cheer for. Yeah, both these guys very much loved by the arm wrestling world. They're both fantastic ambassadors. Matt Mask now emerges from the tunnel. You can see Matt Mask. He's got the hoodie on. He's got that killer mode. You know, I met Matt Mask in 2015 for the first time, and I remember he shared with me that before every match, he imagines his opponent throwing rocks at his dog and kicking and pushing his children over in the street. He makes himself hate his opponent when he's at the table. He genuinely goes into a zone of hatred. He finds that adrenaline rush, his fuel, his explosion off the go. And you can see that look in his eye is there. It's present. He's already imagining Derek Smith kicking his dog. Right now, we're going to see it. Matt Mask is 42 years of age, 6'5", 113 kilos, 16.5-inch bicep, and a 17.7-inch forearm. Very impressive forearm to bicep ratio from Matt Mask. One of the biggest forearms I've ever met. A very long hand as well. When you stand next to Matt Mask for the time, it surprises you how big he is. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are at round number 1. Okay, Tom says, no, he was 152 kilos. That's a fault in the promo. That sounds more like what I expected, Derek, 152 kilos. But all right, back to the action. Here we go. Set up in round number 1. Okay, Derek Smith looking slightly for a supinated grip. He's maintaining height through his top knuckle, but he's very much crowding over the pronator of Matt Mask. Good tactics there from Derek Smith. He's showing Matt Mask that, hey, I'm taller than you. The top of the hill is not a free game for you tonight. You're going to have to earn it. Okay, a lot of people, when they face Matt Mask, Matt just gets that high ground because he's the taller man. But tonight, it is Derek Smith who is the taller man with a longer forearm, and he's using that to his advantage. He is not allowing Matt Mask to simply have the high ground. At the moment, Matt Mask is conceding with supination. He's waiting for the referees to bring his pronator up. He wants to be squared up. He's talking to the referee at the moment, but it is going to referee's grip because Derek Smith crowding center, crowding the pronation. Matt Mask not fighting for it with physical best efforts, but waiting for the referee to bring them up. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Referee's grip. Round number 1, very interesting, will be this opening exchange. Derek Smith, Matt Mask, king of the table 10. Here we go. A lot of talk Both guys very aware of every single millimeter. Referees squaring his shoulders. Derek Smith, you can see he is loading his pronation through his wrist as well. That's an insurance policy for him. He's not going to all in commit. Oh, but in the last moment, the rise from Derek, and my goodness, the big snarl and the face of Derek Smith said to Matt Mask then that I've got this. Matt Mask didn't fire up, but Derek Smith really did. And Derek Smith went from a low hand right at the death. He went to a high knuckle position, and he liked what he felt. But here we go. Round one, they're about to start, and this time the slip happens, and the big roar from Derek as he holds onto the thumb, and Matt Mask dumps and slips out. Into the straps we go. Good start there from Derek Smith. The body language, the energy from him is good. Matt Mask right now, we haven't seen the wild horse emerge yet. It's the composed Matt Mask at the moment. That will change. If the wrist of Derek Smith gets cracked open, you'll see Matt Mask fire up. But right now, it is a good start from Derek Smith, who looks like he has a good control of center outside of the straps. Now that the straps are being applied, it'll be interesting. Matt Mask doing a lot of talking. Derek Smith more composed and quiet out of the two. Buckle is on Matt Mask's side, which will be advantage Derek Smith. Now, the low hand top roll is the weapon of choice for Matt Mask. Can he execute and get the wrist of Derek Smith? Derek Smith with a slightly low hand set up himself. Top roll v top roll here is round number one. Derek Smith, will he can try to control the perimeter? Matt Mask looking like he's got good high hand position in the straps. Round one, here we go. There's the start, and it is locked at center. Matt Mask chipping away. There goes the wrist of Derek Smith, and there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Mask has emerged, the wild horse. He is, all the veins are pumping in the side of his neck, and he is belting the table and jumping up and down. My goodness me. There we go. So, hang on. Referees are not calling it a victory. They're calling it elbow fouls. Okay, so there we go. We are back at 0-0. No. Oh, no. Hang on a second. Referees have had their discussion and they've said, no, it is a victory to Matt Mask. 1-0. Or no, my goodness. Without being able to hear the audio of what they're doing, I can't tell you. But there's a lot of back and forthing at the moment as to whether it is being awarded a victory or not, or as these gentlemen waiting for the referees to make their call. But either way, it was Matt Mask who busted the wrist back of Derek Smith in the straps. And that signature wild horse jump where he jumps. Matt Mask has this jump where his head doesn't get any higher, but his legs do. It's like this. It's like he's an accordion, and he just lifts his legs up and jumps, but his head stays with his. It's a very unique jump. It's a very respectful jump because he doesn't want to lift his opponent's arm up. But it's awesome. It is the Matt Mask signature jump, the accordion jump. All right, here we go. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, it's 0-0. Somewhere there was an elbow foul there. I can only assume on Matt Mask because he was the victor. But it gives Derek Smith another go at it. Will we see an adjustment? Derek Smith unable to match Matt Mask in the top roll v top roll department. The accordion jump from Matt Mask was already on display. But here we are. We're back at round one. And we are strapped up once again. Referee's grip. You can see this time Derek Smith looks like he is going to be committing his shoulder more forward. Is he already conceding on the hand, or is he going to be shooting for the hook? Either way, definitely a low energy coming from Derek Smith, not a high rising energy. This will mean that the wrist will potentially go easier, but he's going to get his power behind in his arm. A lot of talk now from Matt Mask. When I say talk, he is showboating already. He can sense that Derek is already looking for things. And I don't know what's been said, but you can lip read with Matt Mask. I'm sure there's a few F-bombs already being dropped. But Derek Smith on 2 fouls, Matt Mask on 1 foul, and it is round number 1 still. And they are strapped up, ready to go. Here we go. Derek Smith searching for connection. Matt Mask just wants to blow the wrist open of the big man. Okay, here we go. Thumbs are down, referee's grip. Matt Mask close first, Derek close second. And there we go. The wrist goes back, but Derek has found a stop, but it's one-way traffic. Matt Mask pulls out the accordion jump and he's talking to the referee saying, you damn well better award that win to me this time. And they do. It is 1-0, Matt Mask. Yeah, Word Guy says he gives me the punk rock vibe when he jumps. I agree, definitely. Bacho vs. Reno is up next. English Professor, you don't have to wait too long for that one. Damn, Matt is looking strong. He is. this is what we expected from Matt Mask. That low hand top roll expertise that he has is outstanding. But he took complete control. Oh, and just looking at the replay there before he pins Derek Smith, there's definitely a few MF bombs dropped there, and and the pin happens. But my goodness, Matt Mask, spit flying, veins pumping out the neck, the wild horse on full display in round one. Derek Smith has to find a way. Now, look, don't think that this match is necessarily over. The reason I say that is because Matt Mask is somebody who has predominantly one and one weapon only. When you have one weapon only in a super match, you run the risk of that weapon running out of steam. And the bicep is what Derek Smith needs to accumulate fatigue against. Now, Derek Smith did accumulate some fatigue against that. He did get stops, and Matt Mask had to work. So there's some bullets in there, but there's a moment we don't know when where Matt Mask's bicep will run out. And that will present an opportunity for Derek to set a hook. That'll present an opportunity for Derek to get that arm-on-arm side pressure involved. And that could change the pendulum in this match. But he's got to get there first. Right now, it's Matt Mask up 1-0 and looking explosive. Outside of straps, you can see Derek Smith's hand and wrist is in trouble. Matt is ready to peel it back in an instant. Here we go. Referee's grip set. And almost the pin. Derek holds onto the thumb again. Matt takes him down to about 1 inch away from the pin, and there is the slip. They go to straps. This time, the bad side of the strap will be on Derek Smith's hand. People saying, how is Derek this week so big yet he's this weak? It's pathetic. The GOAT Mario, you must be a strong human. You must be a strong human, I'm sure, for you to say that. If you've ever touched Derek's hand, you'll know that he's definitely not weak. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, ladies and gents, Derek just needs to get bigger, says Jimmy Little. Yeah, well, that's one thing that he's already definitely ticked the box off. A bigger Derek would be crazy. But anyway, Derek Smith against Matt Mask. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1-0 Matt Mask, and he's in control of the hand and wrist so far. And that's giving him that freedom to move and that freedom to hit and explode with the wild horse factor. But it's Derek Smith trying to find a way into this match. Derek at the moment setting with a low hand top roll, but you can see straight away that there's no threat against the pronator of Matt Mask. Matt Mask will explode and just bust the wrist back, and there it is. An utter flash pin. Whatever Derek tried then was the wrong thing. That was a very, very easy win, and that's not good for Derek Smith because that doesn't put any fatigue on Matt Mask's arm. There's no bullets added to that there. All the bullets went into Derek Smith, so not good for Derek there. He's going to need to try something different, but right then Matt Mask just utter flash pin. Derek Smith had some kind of shallow pronation through his thumb, maybe thinking about trying to be Todd Hutchins, and it just didn't happen. He really needs to fight for height. He needs to actually put some genuine fatigue. He can't gift access to the top roll to Matt Mask. If he gifts him access, the wild horse will just do exactly what he just did then and fly through it. He's got the Whisperer in his corner. I don't know if the Whisperer's the right man for Derek right now. The Whisperer didn't get any purchase, and that's what Derek needs right now. He needs some purchase. But where's Lachlan there? Get in Derek's corner. Tell him what to do, Lachlan. Lord have mercy, says Tall Paul. Yeah. Look, when plan A doesn't work, you gotta try something else. And one of the things about Derek was he was going to try. Now we can see that Derek's going to shoot for a hook out of straps. This is good. This is a better change from Derek. Derek very committed forward out of straps. Matt Mask going to try to blow through it and pin him, but Derek Smith searching for the right option, in my opinion. Here he's looking with energy coming forward. Can he get over the pronator of Matt Mask? That's the one thing Derek has is a long arm, so he's got to use that to his advantage to give himself the best chance. Here we go, round 3, early start. No, hang on. Derek not happy. They've called early start. They're going to redo it, even though Matt Mask did pin Derek. Oh, hang on a second. They're calling it a win. They're saying Derek didn't really fight. It's true. Derek wasn't happy. It kind of half engaged, but they're calling it a pin for Matt Mask. Fair enough. Matt Mask might be generous and say, let's do it again, but it did go the way of Matt Mask. Derek Smith was trying to come forward and hook out of straps as they show us the replay. Don't know when the call was made, but you can see that was hesitancy from Derek. He never really committed, got kind of half a stop, started talking to the refs, and then Matt Marsh just pins him, blows through him with side pressure. And Matt Marsh shrugged the shoulders like saying, "Not my problem, buddy, that you missed the jump." But anyway, it is 3-0 with the Wild Horse in control. Yeah, did Lachlan win? Not only did Lachlan win, Booth, he won resoundingly 4-0. Very dominant victory. Good stuff. All right, round number 4 coming up. It is Matt Mask. Or are they actually going to repeat that one? I can't remember which side of the table they were on. I feel like they're on the same side of the table again now, so they might be repeating that one. It might be a donation there to Derek Smith. But either way, it is Matt Mask in control so far. Yes, they are doing that round again. It is the scoreboard has been rewound back. It's saying now only 2-0. Derek Smith looking like he's going to flop press now. Derek trying all sorts of things. I'm not sure that will be the way to go. But anyway, here we go. Round number 3. He tries to set the hook, and Matt Mask rips him across the table. This is running away for the Wild Horse now. He's broken out of the stables, to say the least. And he's strutting his stuff around the king of the table room. It's not even close anymore. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. As Matt Mask, someone has watched it, said, "My wrist is straight as shit." Yeah, there we go. It's been a lot of dominant victories tonight. Matt Mask adding to the tally of people that are winning dominantly. Babushka reckons that Bacho, who's up next, by the way, is going to do the same. He's going to smoke Reno, calls Babushka. We'll see. We will see. All the matches have been dominant so far. Absolutely. But it's still a very interesting card so far tonight. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are as well. We got 751 of you guys in here at the moment. We'll do a recap of the matches shortly. But guys, hit that like and share for me. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Let's see if we can get to 1,000. We're at 750. Let's get to 1,000 before we get to the main event. That'd make my day. Let's get us up to that 1,000 mark. See if we can hit like, hit the share button, all that sort of stuff. That will make those sorts of things happen. We've only got 340 likes on this video. We've got 700 of you on here. Let's all do it right now. How about I'm not going to do any more commentary until you get me to 300 and till you get to 400. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Derek Smith v. Matt Mask. It's about to happen again. Round number 4. Matt Mask in complete control. Out of straps was the last round victory. Derek Smith looks like he's returning to his top roll. He's going to slip for straps this time. He's got the good side of the buckle if it goes there. Matt Mask doesn't seem to be phased by it, though. He is someone who's just ready to rock and roll. He says, let's get it started. Derek Smith, what's he going to try? He's kind of set high, but he's also set forward. He's got all options open to him at the moment. He hasn't really committed, or he's changing his body position. I think he's going to top roll ultimately. And all he's going to do is get pinned. He tries to hold on. He gets stuck. And Matt Mask exposes his lack of commitment in any direction and just pins him. Shrugs his shoulders, saying, really, is that all it was? 4-0 done. Matt Mask wins. Derek Smith points to his brachialis as indicating a bit of pain, but it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. All over. I don't think that Derek Smith is going to return to the table. Looks like it's a 4-0 win. They're showing the replay of that pin there. Derek Smith just getting stuck in the middle ground, no man's land, and Matt Mask just taking control. Good stuff, guys. We have 2 matches to go. We're at 374 likes out of with 766 of you on here, guys. Please do take a moment and hit that like button for me. It does help with the algorithm. Helps us get this sport growing into new realms. With when there's a lot of likes, the algorithm pushes it in front of new people, and that's a good thing for us getting the sport to grow. So thank you so much for everyone as we climb up now 376 likes. I appreciate all of you and support. It's been a while since I've done this, so it's a lot of fun. We got 2 matches to go. The next one is going to be Reno Masic and Barco Saganashvili, as round 5 is happening with Derek Smith and Matt Mask. Derek Smith bravely carrying on, trying to find some method of getting back into this match. But it does look, there's a bit of purchase. This time Derek Smith found something, but no, Matt Mask pins him again. 5-0. Derek Smith looking a little lost and forlorn there as he gets rolled over one more time. 393 likes now. Thank you very much, guys. We're almost there. Hit that 400 mark for me. And I'm going to end the poll because this match is done. It's 5-0 now, Matt Mask, as we get ready for, I think, what could be one of the matches of the night. A lot of people have been anticipating this match for a long time. I'm talking, of course, about Reno Masic against Bacho Saganishvili. Who takes it? I want to know your opinions. Reno Masic, Bacho Saganishvili. That is the next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Thank you, by the way. We just hit that 400 mark on the likes. We're at 405 now. You guys are legends. As we climb up, we're at 768 people. Straight away, it starts working. More likes equals more people coming in. As 58% of people on the first impression poll actually say, oh, no, it's changed. The first impression poll was Reno Masic was ahead. But now, as more votes start to roll in, it is Bacho Saganishvili who's edging forward to 60%. And guys, back in the Derek Smith v. Matt Mask match, they are being strapped up after a very casual slip in round number 6. I'll get back to that action once they're ready to go. But it does look like Bacho Saganishvili, after the votes start rolling in, is your favorite going into this match tonight. And I think that's a fair assumption given the size of Bacho. He's gone from being what was the lighter man to all of a sudden looking like the big man on the stage. His arm thickness is huge. And he's ready to go. Coming with that Saganishvili genetics at now 110 kilos, he's looking monstrous. But anyway, we'll get back to that because right now we have one more round to go with Derek Smith and Matt Mask. It is 5-0 currently. Matt Mask leading. They are strapped up. There's not been any inroads for Derek Smith, so I don't expect one to happen here unless Matt donates it to him. But Matt is allowing a little bit of purchase, but beautiful transition to a defensive top roll and a pin. It almost went in and allowed Derek Smith some side pressure. But the first indication of some side pressure threat from Derek, Matt just transitioned beautifully to that low hand top roll defense, busted open the wrist of Derek, and takes the victory 6-0. Matt Mask in good form, ladies and gentlemen. Who next for Matt Mask? That's always a good question as well. Matt Mask. I think Matt Mask and Lachlan Adair. What do you guys reckon about that? Matt Mask and Lachlan Adair. I like that match. I think that's a great match. What do you guys think? You like that match? Matt Mask, Lachlan Adair? There's a match. 2 guys winning. 2 guys looking dangerous. Matt Mask, Lachlan Adair does it for me. I like that. Anyway, that match is done. We're going to wrap that one up. As they're showing the replay, plenty of grimaces on the face of Derek Smith throughout that match. Yeah, nasty and impressive performance from Matt Mask. Guys, we have 2 matches to go. Reno Masic, combining both names there. Reno Masic and Bacho Saganishvili are up next. 2 19-year-old superstars, both with WAF world titles to their names. One in the Reno in the 110 class, Bacho at the 100 kilo class in their most recent outings in the youth division. And now here they are going to face. And at the moment, it is Bacho in the polls at 53%, very even split. I feel my gut feel is that Bacho is going to run away with this one. And I say that just because of the energy I saw between them in the build up to the match. In the press conference, Bacho looked very composed. He looked very sure of himself, very confident in his ability. Reno looked like he had a little bit of fear in his eye when he saw the size of Bacho Saganishvili. And when you see Bacho, you'll see it, that he has a thickness about him that hasn't been witnessed before. He looks like he is the bigger man. Reno is taller, but Bacho has that hand size, and that forearm thickness is phenomenal on Bacho Saganishvili. Clearly good genetics, but that is what's coming up next. As Jake Ward, the Aussie arm wrestler, just interviewing Matt Mask, won't be far away from this next match. All right, guys, going to have a look at some of the comment section, see what's going on. Bacho 6-0 reckons Hunter. Yeah, a lot of people are calling it that way. What else we got here? Some Reno supporters. The only studying Reno could do for this match is growing his hand length. Doodles doesn't have much faith in Reno. Look, what we're going to see from Reno tonight is the shoulder forward. Look for the press. When Reno faced Ivan Matushenko, he took 1 round off Ivan, and he did that in the form of a press. So I would put Ivan Matushenko above Bacho Saganishvili, but Reno was able to take a round off him. So you have to respect that if that shoulder gets behind the arm and the initiation is timed well, then Reno has the ability to finish the match. But I think long term, it is Bacho's match to win or lose tonight. All right, what else we got? Maybe Bacho's been training like Levan. Yes, indeed. Well, he's got that Saganishvili name, hasn't he? So no doubt he is bringing those genetics along with him and everything else that the Georgian team brings. very professional in the world of arm wrestling. I'd expect nothing less from Bacho tonight. Then the Georgian standard. Lockie v. Sasho. That's an interesting one for Lachlan. Not a bad match. Not a bad match. Lachlan at 105 kilos, Sasho at 95 kilos. Yeah, interesting. Interesting given Sasho's history. All right, so here comes the interview now with Reno and Bacho. They're doing that pre-release video. It means we're only about 1 minute away from them entering the stadium. Good stuff. All right, just having a look through. So far, people reckon Lachlan's match is match of the night. Yeah, look, none of the matches have been close. That match wasn't close either, but it was fun. I don't know if it was, I'm biased about that being an Australian, and perhaps you are as well, Roy, but I agree. It was my favorite match of the night so far, but we haven't had a war yet. We haven't had a war. The main event will hopefully not disappoint in that respect. Bacho juiced out the wazoo, reckons Naito. Maybe. I like, who knows? It's confidential. I don't think it's going to be spoken about, so we don't know. I don't know personally, so we'll see. But he has certainly put on a lot of size in a short amount of time. Reno's too fast, reckons Franjo. And that is going to be his number one weapon, the speed off the go with that shoulder press. If he can pull the trigger and time it well, I have no doubt that he has the finishing power. Good stuff from Reno. This should be a war, hopefully, reckons Kevin. I hope we get a war as well. I think that if it gets dug down in an arm-on-arm war, I think it is Reno advantage. But I think the hand-based rotation of Bacho is going to be his main weapon. Even if it does get into a war, look for him to out-rotate Reno. And Reno is going to really want to just get that shoulder behind at all costs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Aussie arm wrestler about to call them out to the stage. We'll be interested to see who comes out first. Both these guys with very similar accolades within the sport and achievements so far. Both 19 years old, both youth world champions for their weight, both making very significant inroads into the overall ranks as well. I do apologize, Rich M, if the quality's down. I don't want to try to fix it mid match, especially with the main event coming up. But I'll have that sorted next time. I appreciate the support either way, brother. Thank you very much. All right, and it is first making his way to the stage. It is the Roger Federer of arm wrestling. It is Bacho Saganishvili. I say Roger Federer because to me he just looks like Roger Federer, but now his face is a bit thicker. The first time I saw Bacho, I couldn't help myself. I just thought, my goodness, it's Roger Federer. Hey, we got a super chat in. Thank you very much. Ronan the Troll Slayer, $10 says, hey, bro, a lot changed in my life and I don't watch as much arm wrestling as I used to. I try to catch it whenever I can. Always wishing you the best. Thank you, Ronan. I appreciate you, brother. Long-time supporter. Much love to you, man. And I hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, thank you. All right. Bacho, 19 years old, 19.69 inch bicep, 18.9 inch forearm. You're kidding me. An 18.9 inch forearm. There we go. That's what we're talking about, guys. That's what we're talking about when I said he looked thick through the forearms. A 19-inch forearm. My goodness. Ronan, once again, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate the support and I hope your family's doing well. Where we go. Okay. Just chasing through the comments here, making sure we keep it everything. Why don't I go to WAF Worlds? I don't go to WAF Worlds because I've taken gear in the past, and I said when I did that you won't see me pull a drug tested event. But that's me. Oh yeah, I'm not keen on WAF Worlds anyway. I don't like the politics of WAF. But anyway, here we go. Reno coming out of the stadium. He's breathing deep with his nose. He's got that look in his eye of intent. I haven't watched Reno in this environment before. Interesting to see how he handles his pressure. I feel like he didn't handle the pressure well at the press conference. He was someone who struggled a little with that. But Reno looking good here this time. He's bringing himself out with good energy. When is the Reno and Bacho match? It's right now, brother. Muhammad's keen on this one. What's happening right now? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Reno's got the final boss music on. Very good. I didn't hear the music. I can't actually hear it. I'm only getting the visuals, but good stuff. Okay, Reno stats, 19 years of age, 18.3 inch bicep, 15.75 inch forearm. He's 6'1" and 1.6, 187 centimeters tall. So he's 1 centimeter taller than me. There you go, Reno. All right, here we go. Round number one. Very interesting. This is one of what we could call almost a main event. This is two world youth champions in the respective weight categories meeting for the first time. Bacho Saganashvili, his wrist looks phenomenally thick. It looks amazing. Reno is setting high, up on his toes, wants to get that press in, but you can just see the back pressure and the hand strength of Bacho is intimidating already. It's very hard to see Reno getting the shoulder behind on this, but here we go. The no load start from Reno. Can he get it? He tests the water. But doesn't move Bacho's arm very far at all. Bacho looking very controlled and calm. Reno looking to set that press. Referee's going to have to be on point here. Here comes the start. Knife edge, and it's a slip. It's an underhand slip from Reno Masic. Ladies, I got to say straight away, this is not looking good for Reno. Reno just tested on his press out of straps. It went nowhere. He then tested. Oh, then when the ready go happened, he felt the immediate need to bail, and his wrist flopped underneath. And Bacho Saganashvili looked like he was in complete control. My goodness me. Okay, here we go. So Bacho Saganashvili and Reno Masic about to get strapped up for the first time. The strap is on the side of Reno. Referee is going to get these two tied together. I'd say that the body language so far from Bacho looks very controlled and unfazed at all. No expression from him in any way, shape, or form. Reno looking calm, but looking also nervous. Bacho props down on his tricep side of his elbow. Reno on his tippy toes, leaning forward and trying to get behind his shoulder. But you can see Bacho has complete control of the height. The knuckle height is being dominated by Bacho Saganashvili. Round one, here we go. We're moments away, pulling the trigger any second now. Referee's getting them square, just getting the wrists finally straightened out that last little bit. And there's the go. It was a missed start from both of them, but it's ended actually in a hook. Now it's stopped in a hook. Reno has the brakes on Bacho. Bacho in a good position for rotation, but Reno genuinely has the stop. This is the perfect start for Reno Masic. Bacho Saganashvili sitting calmly waiting. This is not his element, but he's testing the outside pressure. Reno holding on and defending well. Reno getting it dug down into a hook. Here we go. Bacho still with the advantage on rotation, but cannot finish. Reno in a great position. Reno in a very low hook, defensive hook. Bacho now trying to press forward, but unable to get through. Reno now getting his shoulder behind. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, Reno Masic getting his shoulder behind. The bicep being exposed gradually on Bacho Saganashvili, who's still holding on with his hand in defense, but it's Reno Masic getting behind. Very impressive stuff. Reno Masic, Bacho Saganashvili locked in a wall, center table. Reno there gets the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, Reno Masic with the first win. Wow. Well, we all didn't see that coming. We all called Bacho for the quick win, but it was Reno Masic who dug out a victory. Very impressive stuff. Now, I have to say, the match started with a stop-start. They both missed the jump. Both these guys are very fast starters. They both half-heartedly hesitated, and it was on. And that, I think, was advantage Reno. That allowed him to actually get the hook set. Bacho had the high ground. Bacho had the rotation wrapped up, but we didn't see the signature explosive start from either of these men. They were both perhaps fearful of it in each other, but Bacho missed the jump, and that has brought the match down into Reno's lane. Fantastic stuff for Reno. This is really going to put the pressure on Bacho to return serve now. He can't get sucked into that hook position once again. He knows that he can't win it. He has to rely on his explosive starts, but wow, fantastic start there by Reno Masic, the man from Croatia, taking the 1-0 lead. He will be feeling good. There was a big celebration from him at that first victory. My goodness me, Reno Masic 1-0 over Bacho Saganashvili. There we go. Reno does have good endurance, as Knights has pointed out there. That was one of the things that I know Reno had identified, that if he could get it on arm, then that would be what he needed. Yeah. Absolutely. This match, as Hype says, random dude. Yeah, this match is a very interesting match. And it's become more interesting now. Holy crap, says Michael. Yeah, this is a shock. I agree. It is a bit of a shock to me. It looked like the setup was being dominated by Bacho, but it was that slow start from both of them. They both missed the jump. There was both guys kind of went, and then they stopped, and then they went again. And it was that disjointed start that allowed Reno to get it arm on arm, hook on hook. as both guys getting tended to now by their corners. This is interesting. Where Reno, where Bacho looked dominant, there's now fatigue in his arm. So that is going to really take a lot away from the hit of Bacho. I expect Bacho to return with real fire now. He's got the nerves shaken off. I expect him to really liven up in round 2. Reno's going to need to expect it, but Reno, same setup. Okay, shoulder forward from Reno. High start from him. He wants to set that press. He couldn't get the press in round 1, but he's going to go for it here. Watch for the snappiness from both these guys. Both lightning off the go historically. Bacho just wants to explode with the top roll. There we go. Both guys starting slightly early, but the referee's going to call straps. Okay, it was Reno who let his wrist go and he pressed underneath and Bacho's top roll. You can see Bacho looking at the inner elbow there. When you overpronate against somebody who is flop pressing and you get that slip at high tension, you do get that little bit of a release pain, that twang through the inner elbow. And you can see Bacho Saakashvili already perhaps feeling that little twang through that inner elbows. Okay, here now the body language has definitely changed between these two now. Reno, you can see he's got a spring in his step. He's got the belief now. He really does. Bacho, on the other hand, you can see that element of nervousness has arrived. He's starting to pay much more attention to what's going on, the little details. He's starting to be more talkative, more agitative in his body language as well. But it's Reno who is once again setting that high post. We know he's got amazing back pressure. We see these lifts all the time in the gym. He's got huge back pressure, but he's coming forward. Bacho Saakashvili on his tricep. He wants to just roll back into side pressure. But here we go. Side pressure surge from Bacho. It's almost got the pin, but a hook has been set from Reno. Once again, the long arm of Reno, the defensive hook has gone in, but Bacho this time takes the wrist of Reno. There you go. The wrist goes back. Bacho now in control of the hand and wrist, but still unable to finish. Every time he stands up to try to press, Reno gets his arm involved and Bacho can't get it there. Okay, Bacho with complete control of Reno coming through the flop press now, but it's Bacho still defending, but Reno now coming through the flop press and Bacho now on his bicep. What a match we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Reno Masic now on the offense. Bacho defending. Reno shaking his head saying, I've got this. I can't finish though. Bacho now really defending defensive top roll, but the hand control is completely in the favor of Bacho, but it doesn't matter because the Jerry Cadorette style shoulder press from Reno Masic, ladies and gentlemen, comes through. We have a victory there, 2-0. Reno Masic from Croatia. My goodness, this man can arm wrestle. Wow. Good stuff. Reno Masic. He is putting on an absolute display here, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic arm wrestling from Reno Masic. It was a fantastic start from Bacho, who took control of center, took control of the hand, and got within about 1 inch of the pin, but it was scooped into a defensive top roll into a defensive hook by Reno Masic, who was then able to dig the match back. Bacho then beautifully took the hand of Reno, but unable to, every time he tried to transition to his own press, Reno returned with wrist flexion and it came on arm again, and Bacho could not finish Reno when it was arm on arm. It is 2-0 right now, but ladies and gentlemen, Reno is breathing heavy. It's one thing for sure. He's up 2-0, but he is working hard. When he's at this point in the match, I promise you, it's a hard place to be. Even though you're up 2-0, when you're breathing this hard, when you've worked as hard as Reno just did, there's a fear in you that's like, oh, man, I don't know. I'm just going to have to keep digging deep. And that's what Reno's got to do right now. He's got to keep on digging deep because this is a very impressive performance so far. Right now, the whole Georgian team, you got Saakashvili there, barking orders at Bacho Saakashvili. You got David there as well in the corner. Absolutely. They're working hard on Bacho. They're getting him to believe. Bacho is not looking confident. He's got his hand on his forehead. He looks like he's in trouble, but the whole Georgian team there is trying to fire him up. They're slapping him on the back, trying to get him to believe that he can do this. But right now, it is 2-0. Reno Masic of Croatia in trouble. Bacho looking, yes, I see there, Bashan, I agree. Bacho looking like he has a lack of experience in this environment. He's up against the wall and he's not handling it well at the moment. But right now, he's still in the match. The match physically is very, very balanced. Bacho, Reno, slip, straps. There we go. Same thing off the go. This was a flop slip from Reno with the press behind it. And he's got enough integrity through that press that it is on its way to the straps as they get tied together now. Very interesting match. This time, the buckle side will be on that of Reno Masic. So a slight help there for Bacho Saakashvili's top roll. He will have better access to his pronation due to it. All right, what a match this is so far. These guys putting on the match of the night by far so far. Okay, both guys, though, you have to ask the question, where are their energy levels at? Both breathing heavy, both working hard. Young men, fit men, strong men, but they are both working red line right now. Reno Masic has put on an absolute masterclass of defensive hooking and pressing so far. Here we go. Bacho Saakashvili, same setup as we've seen every round. It's Bacho with high knuckles, looking like he's got hand control. Reno setting high with a shoulder press coming. He just wants to get this arm on arm. Ready, go. There it is. And it's once again defensive hook from Reno. Bacho gets the match on his side of the table, but he cannot take the risk of Reno. Reno starting to engage the lats, bringing the shoulder behind. Reno going for the press. Bacho open arm top rolling, but can't hold on, and he thinks he might have popped the bicep there. There might have been a partial tear on a bicep. Reno Masic wins that round 3-0. Big sudden release from Bacho and an indication straight away, a grab of his bicep. I didn't see any visible tear happen. But it does. I'm watching it now, showing the replay, watching just his bicep. Let's see if there is a tear. Oh, I don't see anything, but a definite indication from Bacho of an unpleasant. He did go to a very open arm defense and then a sudden release. We'll see if he pulls the next one, but it is currently 3-0. Reno Masic looking like he's getting further and further ahead now. The endurance factor of Reno is coming through. He always believed he had the better endurance, the muscular endurance. Bacho Saakashvili is someone that if you have a look through his history books, he does explode and win all of his matches quickly. I haven't seen matches from Bacho where he digs out long victories, where we've seen plenty of those from Reno. So this is becoming a very bad day for Bacho Saakashvili. Reno now 3-0, and it's in his element. Absolutely. An ego tear says, not my monkeys, not my circus. Maybe. Let's see if he returns to the table for round number 4. Okay, still going through some replays here showing it. Outstanding arm wrestling from Reno Masic. His ability to set this defensive hook against Bacho is truly impressive. And what I love most about it is he's not setting it by using a classical shape of a hook. He sets it through the threat of press. And it's the threat of press that allows him to actually get the hook set. Bacho has to respect that press is there, and he just can't top roll it. And then once it's in that defensive hook, straight away, Bacho starts looking like he's running out of fuel, and Reno's shoulder starts coming very much through. Still just showing the replays here. I'm not sure what's going on in the arena with respect to Bacho and the health of that bicep. We'll get an update on as soon as we can. But as they're assessing it, they're showing all the replays. And again, it's outstanding work from Reno. It doesn't matter that Bacho has the high ground wrapped up. His ability to hook from there truly is amazing. Showing how versatile of an arm wrestler he is. We know he has a top roll as well. I mean, look at the dude's training. He has 70 kilo back pressure. Throws it around on those cables very, very effectively. Croatian stud is Reno Masic, and he's making a big call here to declare that he is the man. A lot of people, myself included, had Bacho as the favorite coming in here, but it's Reno looking absolutely good. All right, we're going to get an update so far. The referees, the Georgian team is making a lot of complaints to the referee. Who knows what they're asking for? They're trying to get every little detail to be in their favor to assist. But referee, I don't know what's being said, but the referee is shaking his head, saying no, not having any of it. Right now, it does look as though Bacho will return to the table. No major injuries occurred. He is looking at the bicep, checking it. It doesn't fill you with confidence if you're a Bacho Saakashvili fan that he's going to do any better in this round than the rounds before. It's Reno Masic up 3-0 with 1 round to go. All right, here we go. Round number 4, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3-0. Reno Masic looking for the final blow to knock this one out. Bacho Saakashvili's back. He's up against the wall. Reno Masic look for a flash press, I reckon. He's going to come at him. I think the hesitation from Bacho Saakashvili might be there with that bicep, and Reno might take full advantage of it. Out of straps, here we go. No, it is a slip off to the straps. Although they might do that one again. It was a little early from Bacho, who into that top roll that he so famously has. All right, set up once again the same classical shape that we've seen each round. It's Barcho with the top roll, Reno with the press, and they are off to the straps again. Reno just flop slipping underneath. Barcho staying at center, didn't really go on the offense, just maintained position. Into the straps they will go. This is the last chance for Barcho Saganashvili, who is 3-0 down. Guys, love it. We got 884 of you guys here in the chat. Thank you so much. Guys, if you can all hit the like button for me, let's get to 1,000 before we get to the main event. We are almost time to go. Really appreciate every one of you guys here. This match was a 50-50 poll match after 544 votes, but it is so far Reno Masic running away with it, who's put on an outstanding display. And it is round number 4 now as they get strapped up together, and they will soon be ready to start. But guys, please hit the like button. We got 454 likes. If we get it over 500 for me, that'd be amazing. Get a few more people in here, get 1,000 before the main event. All right, setup now is ready to go. It is Reno looking to finish this match once and for all. He's using that same setup, that high stance position, shoulder forward, commitment to the press. It's been perfect for him for setting that defensive hook so far. Barcho Saganashvili, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it is a flop press dominant victory from Reno Masic. He just buries Barcho Saganashvili, who gets pushed off the pad in the process. And it is an incredibly dominant performance from Reno Masic. Well done, young man. That I honestly didn't expect that degree of dominance from him. Very, very impressive. I had Barcho as the favorite. I think most people did going in this one. But Reno's commitment to the press, Reno's ability to scoop into a defensive hook despite the hand control of Barcho Saganashvili truly has to be admired. Outstanding performance from the young Croatian, 19 years old. You have to say he is a massive part of the future of arm wrestling. To be able to do what he's done is very, very impressive. So Reno Masic, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner. Well done, Team Croatia, and Team Georgia taking its second loss for the night. Not a good night for the Georgians, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that match is a wrap as they show the replay. Very, very impressive stuff. We're going to set up for the main event now. Now, a lot of matches, that was our first real sort of battle tonight. Even though it was a 4-0, there was definitely some battles round 1 and 2 from Reno and Barcho. It's going to be interesting to see this last one, because this last one, the main event, Vitaly Laletin up against Dave Chafee, last time they faced, it was arguably the greatest match of all time. Anyway, here we go. Who takes it? And then we can talk a bit more about Reno and that whilst we're waiting things. All right, so Vitaly Laletin, Dave Chafee. Of course, Dave Chafee was the winner here last time. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, because I know you're going to say Vitaly Laletin's a favorite. But Dave Chafee did win this exact match in October of 2022. I was there for it. I called it. I was in the room. Vitaly Laletin went out in an ambulance. It was that much exhaustion. There was so much blood left on the table from Dave Chafee. Right now, the first impression poll, 84% of people. Wow. This is the most one-sided poll we've had so far tonight. 83% of people after 127 votes say that Vitaly Laletin will win. And look, I don't disagree with you guys. Vitaly should be the favorite going into this match. He should be the favorite. I think his form, he's been winning AMC tournaments. He's looked good. He's committed fully to arm wrestling. He's no longer a truck driver. Everything is lining up for Vitaly Laletin. But Dave Chafee did win this match last time. Dave Chafee injured his hand, and he has declared that it took a year for his hand to come good again. And that means that his hand's back. So we'll see. He's had the stem cell treatment. Dave Chafee won this match last time 4-3. It was a war. It was Dave Chafee who won the first 2 rounds. Vitaly Laletin won the next 3 rounds. Then Dave Chafee won the final 2 rounds. It was brutal. Both guys utterly exhausted last time. And that's what's coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. That will be your main event. But they're interviewing Reno right now, and I just need to say again one more time a massive congratulations to Reno Masic. I've had the pleasure of talking with Reno quite a bit over the last sort of 6 to 12 months, and via social media, and he's a good dude. He's a very good dude, as you guys would be able to tell from these interviews when you're watching him. He's a lovely young man, and full of promise as well, and great performance there tonight. So well done, Reno Masic, as he celebrates one more time with Jake Ward, the Aussie arm wrestler, in that King of the Table 10 arena. All right, guys, we are at the main event of the evening is what's coming up next. We've got 800 odd people in here, 481 likes on the video so far. Guys, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button for me, that will help us get this video out in front of as many people as possible. Let's see if we can crack 1,000 people for the main event. It's about to come up. We haven't cracked 1,000 people yet tonight. We'd love to crack it. It'd make it my night if you could get me over that 1,000 mark. It's always good fun being here with you guys. I'm always enjoy it. It's been some time since I've done one of these, and I'm having a blast. So thank you very much for all your support tonight. Really does mean a lot to me. All right, guys. So main event, we've got 78% of you guys thinking that Vitaly Letin's going to take it. The Russian Bear, Vitaly Letin, he stands, I think it's 6'8". I think he is the tallest guy in arm wrestling, taller than Derek Smith even. I think his weight's around that 150 mark. He looks the part. Dave Chafee, of course, more, I think around 6'2". He's always been up there, Dave Chafee. He is one of those guys that is just made out of stone. And side pressure's his thing. But the wrist control of Vitaly Letin is going to be the big question tonight. And last time it was the shoulder press, the flop press of Dave Chafee that came through in the later rounds that made all the difference. Back in the King of the Table arena right now, we've just got Jake Ward's doing the rounds. He's getting the crowd to flex off, finding a bunch of people to flex off. Where's Mazahir Saito? He's always got the guns. He was there. He's there somewhere in the arena as well. It's good fun. If you've never been to the King of the Table events in Dubai, it is fantastic at the space there. It's a good arena. Lots of supercars there if you want to check them out as well. But we are moments away, guys, from the main event. Let everyone know if you've been waiting for this all day. We are moments away from the main event, Vitaly Letin and Dave Chafee. It is what's coming up next. We've just hit 499 likes. Thank you, legends. There's the 500. We got to the 500 likes. Outstanding stuff. 78% of you guys think that Vitaly Letin is going to win. Let's have a look at some of the comments. What's going on? Rev reckons Chafee's already lost mentally. There you go. I don't know. I think Chafee believes in himself. I think arm wrestling is one of those sports where you don't disappear quickly in this sport. Injuries come, injuries go, and you get sore for a while, which Dave no doubt has been. But I think that Dave is still Dave at the end of the day, and he's done some of the biggest things in the sport that there is to do. So you can't write him off. But Vitaly should win. I agree, Dengen Tarrant. Vitaly should win. He is the man in form. You have to give him that. And given how close they were last time, he should win. The GOAT Mario reckons that it's going to be 6-0 Vitaly over Chafee with flash pins every round. My goodness. If it is, look, if flash pin happens round one, I don't think it can be 6 flashes, surely. Like Dave has enough wrist and enough side pressure in that round. He's going to put bullets in. How early does Dave have to commit to the flop press? That's the big question. That is the big question. There we go. Jimmy Little wants to know if Dave loses, will he still say that he's not 100%? I don't know. But Dave's declared that he's back and he's feeling healthy. So I'm sure he will back up his words and put in a good performance tonight. Yeah. Interesting one here. I don't understand. Dave injured his hand when he faced Vitaly in October of 2022. It took a year to recover. Why is he fighting Vitaly again? Dave is about to get injured one more time. Well, interestingly, that match back then, that was the first time Dave had really flop pressed in a high level match. So it was a new thing for him. So perhaps now he's more conditioned to it, prepared for it. We've seen as part of his training that he's actually been training that flop press. So I think no doubt he intends to go there tonight. How early will he go there? That's the question that we need answered. Thanks, Drew24. Yeah, we've had a few issues with the cam, low bit rate. I'm not sure whether it's just my upload ability at the moment, my internet's struggling or not. I do apologize, but I don't want to try to change any settings or anything like that. Right now, I don't want to lose anything, but I appreciate everyone sticking through the support despite the low cam rate. Here's a good question. Devil Raver has asked Ryan, what does Vitaly exactly need here to beat Dave in a favorable fashion? Well, yeah, he's going to look to get control of the hand and wrist first and foremost. He needs to get control of that hand and wrist. He doesn't want to end up arm on arm against Dave in the early rounds. There's too much power from Dave in those early moments. So he's going to look to get control of the hand and wrist. But what he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to get overpronated. Last time he got overpronated, which allowed Dave Chaffee to get his shoulder behind in a flop press and get on the bicep of Vitaly Laletin. So Dave, with that weapon, is dangerous, and Vitaly will look to combat that by gripping slightly lower than he did last time. Slightly lower, just enough that he can get more of his own side pressure imparted into the match and get and effectively move the arm of Dave Chaffee. But he needs to be careful not to go too low. If he goes too low, he risks not taking Dave's wrist, which would be a bad situation for him, because that shorter arm of Dave Chaffee and just the sheer power of Dave Chaffee when his wrist is secure is very, very immense. So he has to grip low enough that he can impart his own power, but not so high that he gets overpronated and allow Dave to get that flop wrist in it again. But I do think it is Vitaly's match to win or lose tonight. He does come in as the favorite. Dave has definitely lifted since October, says the Turd Burglar. There we go. Maybe some inside knowledge there. Simon reckons 7-0 to Dave. He's taken all 7 of them. He's going to win 6-0, and then he's going to do one more out in the car park. Maybe. Similar situation to Devon and Camille left hand. Oh, maybe, yeah. Interesting comparison there. I don't think that we're going to see Dave flop press from the beginning. I'd be surprised. Last time he got 2 victories with predominantly the bulk of the work being done with side pressure. It was only rounds 6 and 7 where Dave actually started with the flop press. I think if Dave starts with a flop press from round 1, I think that's the wrong move. I think Vitaly will eat that up way too fresh, way too much hit, way too much side pressure. So Dave needs the top roll. Dave needs to use his traditional shape and put some bullets into Vitaly first. Once the bullets are in, then we can start to see that flop press. Michelle's watching on Facebook. She says she wants Chaffee to win, but I think Vitaly's going to take it. My husband says Chaffee. Let's see who wins. There's the bet in the Jaszewski household. Good luck. I'm on Team Chaffee, but I feel like Vitaly's going to win as well. All righty, we are getting close now. They're putting on the promo now between these two, moments away from them walking out. Rusty Wilson, yes, I can confirm Lachlan did win. He won 4-0 over David Arabuli. Very dominant victory. Great performance. Good stuff. All right, guys, we are at that moment. Aussie arm wrestler Jake Ward is about to call him into the arena. I'm expecting Vitaly Laletin out first, given that Dave won last time. Let's see if that is the case. Here we go, the main event of King of the Table, ladies and gentlemen. It is moments away. It's what we've been waiting for, one of the best matches of all time. Let's see if we can reproduce that again tonight. Jake Ward is fired up. I don't know what he's saying, but he's fired up. All right, here it comes. It is the Russian Bear, Vitaly Laletin, a monstrously towering figure he is, as he emerges from the smoke and the darkness into the King of the Table 10 arena. He's looking calm. He's looking composed. He's got intent in his eyes. He wants redemption on this one. He does the cross. He's in that mood. He is ready for the battle. Looking very calm. Bit of a wink to the camera there. The first time, there we go. The emotion starts to come out, and as he lets out a roar after winking to the camera and giving us a flex. Vitaly Laletin, he is your main event of the evening. You can see he's got the power belly on. He's definitely bulked up for this one. Aged 34 years old, 142 kilos. Stands at 6 foot 8.3 inches. He is the tallest man in arm wrestling. 18.9 inch bicep and 18.9 inch forearm. Very well balanced is Vitaly Laletin for a man that is over 6 foot 8. He is very solid through the forearm department. All right, here we go. The next man out will be Dave Chaffee from the United States of America. Easy money, they like to call him. To me, he looks like he's made out of granite. Dave Chaffee. Boulder shoulders on him. Very low percentage body fat. The dude is rock solid. He got the job done last time. Can he do it again tonight? It's a big ask for him. Coming off a run of what would be subpar performances compared to the Dave Chaffee performances of old. But here he is tonight to defend this victory that he achieved over Vitaly Letin in 2022 at King of the Table 5. All right, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the arena now. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Chaffee looking solid as he enters into the arena. Clean shaven head, nice and shiny. The shoulders are back, the chest is out. The Dave Chaffee swagger is on. He's staring the camera down as he enters the arena. The sparks are flying, the crowd's going wild. Dave Chaffee, easy money. Not a fear in his eye anywhere can be found. The man is solid, still dead set staring at the camera, has not looked away from the camera the whole time as he steps up to the table now. Dave Chaffee, 47 years old. He's 6'2", 130 kilos, a 20-inch bicep and 18-inch forearm. That's what he's bringing to the table tonight. He is one of the titans of arm wrestling world. He's been here a long time, performed at the highest of levels, and is set to do it again tonight. He wants to repeat this victory. Last time, of course, it was 4-3 to Dave Chaffee. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is your main event. They are gripping up as we speak. Referees now getting them. Okay, calm composure from both guys at the moment. It is Vitaly Letin who you can see looking to engage his pronation. Dave Chaffee closing his hand first and looking to contain the thumb of Vitaly Letin. Doesn't want that pronation to get away. Vitaly Letin not fighting for center at the moment, just focusing on getting hand position where he can get that top roll. Dave Chaffee looking like he potentially wants to press, even testing there, pushing forward with his tricep, showing Vitaly Letin the warning signs that, remember, I have a press. But round one, let's see where we go. Last time they ended up in straps in the early rounds. Will this be the case again? Dave Chaffee, he has a top roll. He has immense side pressure. But Vitaly Letin has the better top roller too. As you can see, Vitaly Letin lowers his body weight as he sits down onto the tricep of his arm, loading that dangerous top roll that he can pivot off his elbow and pronate hard into the fingers of Dave Chaffee. Dave Chaffee, the shorter man, has to hold on. Here we go, round one. There's the start, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a flash pin, Vitaly Letin. Somebody called it in the comments earlier. Vitaly Letin, ladies and gentlemen, has just busted the wrist back of Dave Chaffee in round one and flash pinned him outside the straps. There was almost a slip, but it was a very hand back, wrist broken back slip, and it was at the pin line anyway. As they show the replay, control from Vitaly Letin, explosion, and it was a pin. It definitely was a pin, not a slip. But very impressive start from Vitaly Letin. My goodness me. There we go. Random dude says, wow, or laugh out loud, that was fast. That was fast. That was a very impressive hit. Now, Dave Chaffee needs to really decide where he's going. And what I mean by that is I feel like Dave Chaffee is already potentially flirting with the thought of committing shoulder forward versus top roll. He needs to really commit to whatever it is he's doing. And I would say at this stage, it still needs to be the top roll. It still needs to be the side pressure. It can't be the flop press yet. He needs to really get some value into the fatigue of Vitaly Letin before he goes there. Good stuff. Okay, very good. Jason Lloyd, thank you very much for the support, man. I'm glad you're getting some value out of this one. I appreciate you being here, man. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Round number 2 about to start. Vitaly Letin and Dave Chaffee. Dave Chaffee really having to work this situation out. Vitaly Letin looking incredibly dangerous so far. Composed is Big Russian. Dave Chaffee searching for contact in the hand that he's happy with. Right now, they're off to the ref grip, and it's Vitaly Letin who is here to make a declaration. Referee's grip, getting them set now. Center being established, webbing height. So important for this match. Dave Chaffee needs to not allow the taller man to get that webbing height too much, but Vitaly Letin, so much static, rising, and pronating. Dave Chaffee needs to commit to the top roll, get to the straps. Here we go. There's the start. Early start from Dave, but it didn't look good. Honestly, the early top roll pressure from Dave looked like it was being fully contained by Vitaly Letin. Nothing in Vitaly Letin's hand looked troubled then at all. This This is not looking good for the Dave Chafee fans. I tell you what, Dave Chafee's in trouble. Vitaly Letton's hand did not move when Dave tried to top roll in, and he went early. But here we go. Will Dave might commit to the flop slip already. This will be bad. Vitaly's still too fresh for the flop yet. But here we go. Round number 2. They're about to start. Hands are being closed, and it is another flash pin. Vitaly Letton, Dave Chafee. Someone called it. Someone called the 6-0 flash pins. It's going that way. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Vitaly Letton, just too strong, contains the hand, absolutely holds on. Vitaly Letton holding on. That's the thing that's causing Dave so much trouble right now, is that normally Dave forces people to not hold on. He forces people to just to pronate because his pressure is so strong. But right now, Dave Chafee is not strong enough to threaten Vitaly Letton. And Vitaly Letton is holding on to Dave Chafee, which is taking away the ability for Dave to slip. And it's forcing him to be in an uncomfortable position. His wrist is breaking back. Dave Chafee's wife just gave him some sniffing salts. Just put the smelling salts underneath his nose, and Dave gave that shake. I don't know if that's going to wake him up enough, but right now you could see it. Dave did even go early on that last round, and it didn't matter. Yeah, my goodness. Vitaly Letton is in control, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0. Hard to see a way back for Dave Chafee from here, given what we've seen so far. Vitaly Letton not with any real fatigue in his game yet. Dave Chafee's been opened up, wrist broken back in the first 2 rounds. A lot of people in the chat already calling for Letton against Devon Larratt. Yeah, I think that's a great match. That's a great match, isn't it? My goodness. Okay, round number 3, getting set in the referee's grip now. It is Vitaly Letton in control, looking calm. Dave's still looking calm, but I don't know that it's a good calm. It's more of a calm of so be it, as opposed to a calm of there's a way back here. I'm not sure what Dave Chafee can really try here. He doesn't have many tools in the kit. All right, outside of straps. Here we go. Referee's grip, and it's the same thing. Flash pin again. No ability to slip from Dave Chafee, but they've called an elbow foul this time on Vitaly Letton, so he's going to get to do it again. But you can see Dave already looks like a defeated man. He's just going through the motions. There's no value in anything. He isn't able to top roll. He isn't able to hook. He's unable to slip. He hasn't put enough fatigue into Vitaly Letton to get that press. I expect him to start to try to press, but I think that you watch, if he goes for the press, it's going to hurt him because Vitaly Letton's still too fresh. Not good so far for David Chafee, but here we are, 2-0 with 1 foul on Vitaly Letton, the restart about to happen. So far, Dave Chafee unable to slip it. Dave Chafee is committing to the flop press now. He went really early. He's really trying to get that flop press. He just wants to get into the strap. Vitaly Letton knows that that's coming now. Let's see how Vitaly handles it. Will he grip slightly lower to prevent that slip from happening and do the same thing that Tobias Sperong did against Wagner Bortolotto and just rip that flop press across the table? Dave Chafee not particularly experienced with the flop press. Let's see how it goes. Round number 3. Ref script. Flop press from Dave Chafee. No good. There is the flash pin from Vitaly Letton. 3-0. Kind of a half-hearted commitment to that flop press from Dave Chafee. Not close, unfortunately, for Dave Chafee and his fans. Not close at all so far. Juan Wick says you can't slip from the world record grip strength holder. Yeah, he is Vitaly Letton. If you weren't aware, he is the world record holder for the dynamometer. Some like 160 kilos squeeze on the dynamometer. It's crazy. I just realized we've got 915 people in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. 915 of you in here across all the different platforms. Good stuff. Thank you for all the super chats as well. Likes, it's 526. We're in the main event, guys. We are 3 rounds down. It is 3-0 Vitaly Letton, who seems to be running away with it right now. Dave Chafee in trouble. But one more round to go for Vitaly Letton to wrap this one up. Dave Chafee, not sure if there is a way back. He hasn't been able to slip, hasn't been able to get any value in this match so far. Yeah. I don't know. Who does Dave Chafee face next? It's clear that Vitaly Lettinen should face someone like Devin Larratt. That's the obvious one. But what about Dave Chafee? Where does he go? Where does Dave Chafee go? Maybe Lachlan are there. I don't know. I feel like Lachlan might be the favourite based on tonight's performances from the two of them. But anyway, here we are. Vitaly Lettinen, one win away from securing this match. 3-0 so far. Thank you. Crazy but nice. Sent through a super chat, $9.99. Well, I'm out. Thanks, Blue. I appreciate all the love and support, Crazy but nice dogs. Thank you very much for the super chat and the support. We are one round away from this match being a wrap up, and it's Vitaly Lettinen 3-0 up against Dave Chafee. Can Dave find any way into this match? He has not been able to get close so far, unable to slip in any of them, and it's been 3 flash pins from Vitaly Lettinen, who is showing no mercy so far. Vitaly Lettinen looking set with that low hand top roll once again as the referees position Dave Chafee, who is trying his own low hand top roll here. You can see he's set differently. He's got some advice from Matt Mask in the corner. He's trying to do something different. But, an attempted flop press is very, very miserably done. Not even close. Very comfortable, easy pin from Vitaly Lettinen. And it is 4-0. And Vitaly Lettinen has just offered Dave, would you like the strap for round 5? So they're going to continue pulling, and they're going to start in the straps. But look, this is one of the most one-sided main events I've seen. Vitaly Lettinen utterly crushing Dave Chafee. All right, guys, we will give a wrap-up of all the matches very soon, but it is currently 4-0 Vitaly Lettinen over Dave Chafee, establishing the win. Dave Chafee is still happy to keep pulling, so they're going to jump in the straps, it looks like, for round 5. The GOAT Mario is happy. Yeah, I got to give you credit, man. You said it was going to be 6 flash pins so far. Look, regardless of what happens in the next one, because I think Vitaly Lettinen's going to let Dave Chafee play, it would have been 6 flash pins had he wanted it to be, regardless of how this next round goes. They're going to get strapped up. Vitaly Lettinen's maybe going to even hook with him. I don't know what's going to happen. But Chafee is done. Lachlan Adair is rubbing his arm there in the corner. It's much of a muchness now. Dave Chafee fans, it's an unfortunate place to be in, but you got to love the dude. He's still a great ambassador for the sport. He's done so much, but he is, unfortunately for him, he's just not at the level of Vitaly Lettinen tonight. Okay, so round number 5 about to happen. They're stepping up to the table, and the referee's putting on the strap straight away. Don't worry, guys. I'm seeing lots of questions about who won the earlier matches. As soon as this one is over, I'll wrap it up for you and give you the rundown on all the matches. So don't go anywhere. If you missed the results, I will let you know very shortly. But at the moment, we are in round number 5 of the main event. It's Vitaly Lettinen 4-0, but they're being strapped up. Dave Chafee hoping to get some sort of value here. Okay, round number 5 in the strap, all set and ready to go. Referee's grip. Dave Chafee looking to try to get some degree of respect back from Vitaly Lettinen. Hey, Tristan, thank you very much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate it. Love the commentary. Thanks, brother. It means a lot, man. Here we go. Round number 5 in the straps. Better value there from Dave Chafee. He's got some stops on him this time, genuine stops. Vitaly Lettinen in trouble now. Vitaly Lettinen has the top roll, but Dave Chafee's now behind the shoulder. He's got the press in, but Vitaly Lettinen's still fresh enough that he's swinging around on Dave's arm. Dave does have a genuine flop press defense going on. Dave's shoulder is committed. Vitaly is overpronated. Dave's got to be careful here not to injure himself, though. Dave in a position where he's stuck but holding off. Vitaly Lettinen gradually defending. Dave Chafee now on the offense. Here we go. Side pressure from Dave Chafee. It's turned to more side pressure rather than the press. Vitaly Lettinen. Here comes the shoulder. Full commitment from Dave Chafee, and he gets the pin. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. There's something. Look, there's a nod of acknowledgement there from Vitaly Lettinen in the straps. That was a genuine. I believe that. That genuinely was a win from Dave Chafee there in round number 5. In the straps, very different game where it allowed Dave Chafee to get more purchase in his strength. He used the side pressure, got the stop, and went committed to that press. And I got to give him credit. He actually did hold off 3 or 4 big surges from Vitaly Lettinen, who swung around on his arm. And Dave Dave's shoulder and elbow was able to get the job done. But you can see that the hand department is where it is lacking for Dave right now. My ears are very sore from these things all night. I can't wait to take them off. But yeah, Dave's a beast in the straps. There you go. For the Dave fans, they cannot lose hope now. That shows that he's still there. He just needs to get to the strap, and he's still got the horsepower. But look, great performance though from Vitaly Letin in the first 4 rounds. As they show the replay of the match, I'm not sure they're going to be pulling the final round. That might be done for them. Dave might be too sore after that, but it was the first 4 rounds, all flash pins with the wrist being bent back of Dave Chaffee. Vitaly Letin, too much control, too much top roll, was able to really get everything. It didn't matter whether Dave was trying to top roll or flop press. He couldn't get to the slip in the straps. In round 5, Vitaly Letin allowed the straps to happen. And we saw Dave Chaffee actually get the power down and stop and hold off the big top roll surges from Vitaly Letin, get his shoulder behind and actually get into the match and finish it with the flop press, much like he did in October of 2022. A good performance there from Dave Chaffee in that round. I don't think we're going to get a 6th round by the fact that we're getting so many replays of this match right now. It does appear as though it is wrapping up. Let's see. They're just checking with each other. The referees are asking questions. Looks like Dave Chaffee and Vitaly Letin are done. Aussie armorists are stepping up to the mic and about to interview Dave Chaffee. So, yeah, we are a wrap on that match. Fantastic. All right, guys, I will give you a recount of the entire event for you. If you've missed it, this is what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, we started off the night with Raymond Jalipins up against Rob Carstendijk. It was Rob Carstendijk who actually came out of the blocks very fast. In a slip, they went to straps, and it was Rob Carstendijk after when hook on hook just pulled straight through Raymond Jalipins. It was at that point we thought, oh, here we go. There's something. But Raymond Jalipins remained very calm and changed tactics, no longer went arm on arm, instead focused on hand and wrist. And Raymond Jalipins actually came through with a very dominant 4-1 victory, ending up taking complete control of Rob Carstendijk, who was unable to find any way back into the match. Once Ray made it about the hand and wrist, it was all over. From there, we had Lachlan Adair up against David Arabuli, and it was one of the best performances of the night we've seen. Lachlan Adair with a dominant 4-0 victory. In the opening round, it went hook on hook outside of straps, and it was Lachlan Adair who pulled straight through David Arabuli. Rounds 2 and 3 and 4 all went to the straps. David Arabuli mixed up the game. He tried the hook in the straps. He tried the top roll in the straps, and then he tried the defensive open arm in the straps, and Lachlan Adair pulled through all 3 of those attempts rather comfortably, to be honest. Lachlan Adair really making a statement that he needs a big match up next. Whoever it is, Lachlan Adair very, very ready at the 106 kilos tonight, and David Arabuli was 115. Lachlan looked outstanding. We then had Tobias Sporong up against Wagner Bortolado in what can only be described as one of the most savage victories I've ever seen. Tobias Sporong utterly thrashing Wagner Bortolado, really brutally thrashing flash pins. Wagner Bortolado could not get any value in the match anywhere. It looked so very one-sided. It looked very painful for Wagner Bortolado, who was trying to get the flop press in. Didn't matter. It was Tobias Sporong who was utterly dominant in that one, taking a resounding victory 4-0. After that, we had Auden Larratt up against the arm wrestling whisperer Etienne White. It was another incredibly dominant victory, this time to Auden Larratt. Way too much for Etienne White. The weight difference between the two was simply too much. Etienne White could not get behind his arm. He could not get into that defensive hook that he wanted at all. And it was Auden Larratt who went up 4-0 very quickly with flush pins. Auden then played a little, went into the King's moves, did a whole bunch of different things. Arm wrestled like his dad for a while, and ended up winning very comfortably 6-0. From there, we had what I think was the match of the night. Sorry, no, I'm getting one ahead of myself. After that, we had Matt Mask and Derek Smith. And a very resounding victory this time to Matt Mask with a 4-0. Early round did show Derek a little bit of hope with a top roll, but once Matt established high ground dominance, it became very one-sided, and he was ripping open the hand and wrist of Derek Smith, flash spinning him all over the place. And it was a 4-0 victory there for Matt Mask. Then with what I think was the match of the night was Reno Marsic up against Barcho Saganishvili, the two 19-year-old world champion caliber athletes from their respective weight classes. Both Reno usually at the 110 mark, Barcho usually at the 100 kilo mark. Barcho had come in really big, looking like the heavier man actually coming in. He had thickness about him that looked very, very significant. It was Reno in fact, though, that took the victory 4-0 in an absolutely epic battle. The setups were always dominated by Bacho. He had the high ground. His pronation was secure, but Reno was able to set a defensive hook after initiating with a shoulder press setup. He would scoop Bacho in and dig deep into a very long and grinding victory. In rounds 1 and 2, he fought back from the defensive position where he was only millimeters away from being pinned himself and ended up getting his own shoulder behind and getting the victory. It was the later rounds that he ran away with it, where Bacho looked like he potentially had a bit of a bicep injury as Reno came through that shoulder press decisively in the final round. But outstanding performance from Reno Masic from Croatia, really declaring himself as the next big thing in arm wrestling. Only 19 years old, absolutely immense performance. And then, of course, we just had the main event, Vitaly Letein against Dave Chaffee. Very, very clear victory for Vitaly Letein. 4-0 outside of straps, flash pins every round. He then volunteered the strap to Dave Chaffee, which he took, and Dave Chaffee did get a genuine pin and victory in that last round. But a resounding victory overall to Vitaly Letein. And yeah, very, very good performance. You have to say, you want to see Vitaly Letein against Devin Larratt. Everyone wants to see that now. And I don't know, Dave Chaffee maybe against Lachlan Adair. That's my thoughts. But anyway, guys, that is the wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me have a look through the chat to see if there's any cool comments that anyone wants to say before we wrap this one. Look, I want to personally thank all of you. Whilst I've still got 792 of you here, it's been a long time since I've jumped on and done a live commentary, and I really do appreciate every one of you. It's been a career for me for a long time, wrestling. And I say it's a career in the sense that I give my all to it. And for a long time, it was paying the bills on everything. I took a break from the commentary side of things and just focused on being an athlete and going back to work outside of arm wrestling for a while. And that's done well, but I'm back now in the commentary sense as well. So I'm very, very grateful for everyone who came along and watched tonight. Does mean a lot to me. I had a fantastic time, and no doubt I'll do it again soon. So I think the next one is an East vs West, the big one in April. I'll definitely commentate that. But myself personally, I will be off to Ireland in just a few weeks' time. We'll be facing Ron Barth at Arm Gods. So please do get behind that one and support Arm Gods. I would love it if you supported that. Yeah, if I get the victory over Ron Barth, that'll be very exciting for me. And my next match after that is, of course, RVJ, which a date will be announced very, very soon. I couldn't be happier to be facing Ron and RVJ as my next 2 matches. But thank you so much for your support during this live event. I've really appreciated all of you, your comments and everything. Ryan's scared of Orton? Not even slightly, Jimmy. Not even slightly. He's got a way to go yet. All good. Thank you, mate. Cecil says, nice commentary, Ryan. Good stuff. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ryan. Great comeback. Legend. Thank you very much. Now, all right, I'm going to go off and do my daily lift, see if I can continue that trend of that lift getting heavier. But yeah, go, guys. Take care. And thank you so much for tuning in.